is your Wednesday night sports delight. Wait a minute. And it is gone. The platform sports talk show. I am your boy Smooth.
And I'm Stanton, baby. How y'all doing? I forgot where the hell to look. Hey.
It's been that long. That's a damn shame.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Aye.
No better, do better.
Who else do we have?
Your girl Bunny.
Joe Bell.
And we also have, this is definitely an honor.
This crazy.
Definitely an honor, man.
This crazy than the mud.
Definitely a
middle school
huge...
me is marking the hell out right now on the inside. I'm just trying to be cool.
Now you feel old again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now he feel old again. But none other than a legend in the Lou. Now he's doing his thing in DC.
You've earned it.
Host of SomeWildCatz. I mean, this show is incredible, y'all. Check him out. And none other than the blackest man on everything, Mr. Craig Blac. What's going on?
Hey, man. Hey, Fred, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing me
Not
to
the
come
blackest
through,
man. For real.
You know
Okay, I like that play on words. I give you that one.
Blacker than black, man. Black.
But definitely honored to have you here, man.
Hey, man, thanks for, you know what, man, the invite. You put the invite out there, and I came deep, so I'm here. But,
Hey, people, when he said he came deep, the man came deep.
I show up.
How
I show up.
I was outside. I thought Smooth had family over. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey,
all right.
It's about 10.
How did you come, though?
It's about 10 extra fam up here in the house now. I'm just saying.
Extended family, the extended cousins. He got cousins.
Look, the cousins came through.
Cousins came through.
Hey, cousin!
What's crazy is I was
You
looking
literally talking about
outside.
everybody and their mama, literally.
Everybody.
Everybody and their
Yes.
Everybody in the club up.
Hey.
I was looking outside and I was like, it's a whole lot of people. And then I looked closer. Ain't none of them smooth. Hold on.
Yeah. So I brought the family with me, because I'm
That's
here in
what's
St.
up.
Louis, man. I'm back home for Community Cuts for Kids. We 20 years deep, y'all, and I just appreciate y'all supporting my program. Letting me come on here to talk about it, man.
Exactly.
I really
and
do.
Let's go ahead and stay on there real quick. So once again, you are in town for a very important thing that you have been doing for a long time. So go ahead and let everybody know what's happening about this special event.
All right, so this was happening. This Sunday it's going down the 20th anniversary of Community Cuts for Kids, and we're at 3 St. Louis locations and 1 location that's on the east side. So we'll be at the First Class Barbershop. That's on the corner of West Florissant and Union. We'll be at the Elite Blends Barbershop. That's down in South City off of Chippewa. And we're going to be up in the Spanish Lake at the Larimore Elementary School with the DeJuan Dillon Foundation and No Limit to Beauty. And y'all going to talk to one of my good friends, Buffy Dillon, who's here as well. And shout out to one of my other partners in this program this year, Made Music. And we got a phenomenal young artist, a young dude named Malik. Got my man DJ Snow that tied me into the relationship with Made Music, and my man Ricky and all his crew. So I brought them through to hang out, man. Since you invited me, I was like, family, let's come on through and hang out, and let's talk community cuts, and let's talk about St. Louis, and let's talk some sports, man. Because me and my man, we were just chopping it up about his Chicago.
Yes.
With their Cubs.
You disrespectful.
Oh, you mean the Bulls? My bad.
Disrespectful.
My bad. They Bulls.
Now, Mr. Black, I love you, but I'm gonna spit something at you now.
That won't be nothing.
Hold on.
St. Louis people crazy. You know that.
Hold
now.
on now.
So before we go any further, we got to go ahead and say it, because when it's about sports,
It's Bunny.
Oh, it still becomes our business.
It does. It's always been you.
Okay.
And business just picked up. It's always been you. I always say business just picked up. It's on the commercial.
There we go. So make sure y'all go ahead and share this stream right now on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube.
Wait.
What's happening?
Bunny, are you ready?
Okay. She ready for it. Also on Instagram, but on YouTube, especially on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Click on that.
Damn, baby.
Because anytime we go live,
you will be notified.
There it is, man. It feels good to have you back here, man.
Man, look, I'm here.
Yes.
that's his best.
You take
Hey.
the pressure off me not to say stuff now.
Right. Joe was like,
Right,
trying to fill in words and everything.
Come on, Joe.
She was
Come
a
on, Joe.
regular.
We don't fold under pressure.
She was like,
We don't fold. We stay strong.
She was like, in business, you know, like you say, Smooth, picks up.
And business has started again. What?
Let me say hello to Zoe.
Don't come for Joe Bo. She was holding it down
Yeah,
because
she
she didn't want to
was.
keep being
Is that
AWOL on
Joe
us.
or
No,
Zoe?
she did a great job.
Joe.
Joe, I'm sorry, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. How you doing?
How are you?
You last time I was on the show, you weren't here. That's what I'm saying hello to you. Last time I was on, I didn't
Right.
meet you. I didn't get a chance to meet you. So
Yeah, so Joe is our hockey and baseball expert.
okay, all right. Okay.
So anything, I mean, she's, as you all know with Bunny, but Joe just the same.
Okay.
They know they sports.
Okay. You know what? And I appreciate and love a woman that knows their sports. That's a beautiful thing. So
And they held it down last week. Yes, they did. Yes,
Ladies'
they did.
night was incredible. Shouts out Bunny. Shouts out Coach Stringer. Shouts out to Sharita Washington holding things down. Incredible show, ladies. So congrats to y'all once again.
Thank you.
ladies first. Ladies first.
Yeah.
It's become the norm, you know.
Yes, and just so you know, Ladies' Night goes down every first Wednesday of the month.
First of the month.
So
Ladies run the
you
world.
already, hey, first
Say it again.
first show
Say
you
it
see,
again. I
ladies
stopped trying to
run the.
deny it.
Hey, it is what it is.
We just
We
here.
just live in it.
just
We
here.
just here.
Hey,
Who run the world? Girls who run the world.
we ain't here
Girls.
without y'all.
Hey,
so
copyright infringement. We ain't trying to get shut down.
Hold on now.
it's
Dan,
copyright
don't start that
infringement.
won't be nothing, bro.
That's
So-
what I'm telling you. You know the Beehive crazy.
So real quick, Stan, because you've been gone for a minute. Of course, outside Ladies' Night, but you supposed to be here at the show like what 3 weeks ago. Then I get a text
Oh yeah.
saying, I got a problem. I'm in the ER or whatever. I'm like, what? So what happened? How you doing now? Obviously, you're doing better because you're walking around on steps and everything. But
Wasn't that COVID? What?
No.
Like, when
I'm-
COVID
I'm
started
low- I'm
affecting the
low-key-
leg? I didn't get that memo.
Sure wasn't that COVID?
Hey,
I
Joe,
mean-
Bo, why he
I
gonna
mean-
put the mask
I
on? He
mean-
been around this man for like 10 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm late as hell. They got me already.
Look, y'all was in here deep. I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, damn, let me go get a mask.
man,
but nah, it was
Talking about super spreader.
so about what was that? About 2-3 weeks ago, I injured my knee. And so, I'm actually probably still supposed to have that. Well, no, they said if I'm not in pain, I shouldn't wear it. We're not sure yet. I get my MRI tomorrow. Breaking news, because don't nobody else know this in public. They are fearing I tore my meniscus.
Damn.
So if that's true, y'all ain't gonna see me for a minute.
so they saying surgery and all that too, right? Damn.
Yep, I get the MRI
Do
tomorrow.
you? Oh.
And then we'll figure out where we go from there. But I'm cool. Look, I was telling my doctor, they were like, how you feel? I was like, honestly, I grew up with a praying mama. My mama prayed over it. I'm fine. I'm cool.
That's all you need.
I'm good. A mother's prayer goes very far.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nothing else is needed.
There it is.
Forget that doctor.
And also, for those watching on Facebook, if you want to leave comments so we can see it on the screen, you can be famous. But you have to, once again, on Facebook only, you got to comment under the platform Sports Talk Show. You can see your comments. Bring them in right now while Craig Blac is here. Interact with us.
Because Craig Blac is here, fam.
Any kind of
Bring 'em
sports
out,
topic
bring 'em
you
out,
want
bring
to
'em out.
discuss, bring it out right now. Don't be shy. Let's interact with each and every one of y'all.
Yeah.
Like, this is Craig Blac from Craig Blac and the Hot Morning Show.
So-
like, this is
So the good news,
This is Craig
because
Blac.
you've been doing some promo, because you got something coming up very soon.
yeah. September 28th, I will be making my stage play debut in a beautiful production put on by Kiara Lewis. Shout out to her. It's called Loving You.
Oh, what?
Y'all ain't gonna know what I'm doing
Okay.
until you show up.
Right.
So get your tickets. You can go to my Facebook page. You can also go to kdlproductions.com.
An actor in the building.
No, kdl.com.
I ain't know that.
Just go to my Facebook page. It's
So
all
much
right there.
talent,
Alright,
so much talent in
actor.
this house right now. So
I like that.
it's
Just-
crazy.
Just some talented people in the room. We do what we can.
So that means she's a lesbian. I mean, a thespian. I'm sorry. I'm bad.
Yes, I am a thespian, and I'm
And
a lover of those too. I'm a lover of those too. Look, you not finna get me
It's
canceled.
an art and it's a craft. That's what it is.
Ain't no the baby stuff happening in here. I'm a lover of them too. Okay.
Now, see, now look at this. Now, this is a sports talk show. We ain't talking about no poly relationships going on, Jackie. You talking about the poly relationships
wait a
been here a
minute.
lot
Hold
different.
on.
See, we got to do that on a post after show.
She said poly?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord!
I don't
Wait a
even know what
minute.
that means.
Yeah.
Polyamor?
Yeah, all that, all
She
that.
laughing.
Is that like a finish on your car or something? What is that?
The polyurethane.
Yeah,
The
right.
polyurethane.
That
Yeah,
thing right
yeah.
there. Okay.
Give
Gotcha.
it that shine. Give it that shine.
I also say a sports topic, so it has to be any sports topic. So let us know what's happening.
They trying to get down.
Exactly.
Get down right now.
Oh Lord.
So,
this-
Craig.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hot
sir.
So we all know that you're down here from DC.
Yeah.
How's the podcast going?
The podcast is going great. I'll be honest with you, man. We have not been on the regular side of the podcast because of me traveling a lot and because a lot of my podcast partners that are on the show with me traveling a lot. We haven't had a lot of shows. We're not like y'all. We're not as consistent as y'all are. And I envy your setup. When I came into the studio, I'm looking at the backdrop and all this. I see the control booth. I'm like, all we got is a couple of computers and a program. That's all we got. And
Hey.
some headphones.
Hey.
Y'all got it laid out down here. And
Oh.
I appreciate this. And
Hey.
I'm going to take my pictures and take all this back to my team in D.C. and, like, this is where we need to get and this is where we need to go. And we got to be more consistent. But other than that, when we do have shows, our shows are great. We haven't had a show in almost 2 weeks now. The last show we did had a great guy on. He does a reentry program in Anne Arundel County. That's in Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. He was great. So it's going real good. It's going real good. We just got to be more consistent, more like the platform sports talk show. That's what we got to be.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And 4 years running consistently every
You feel
Wednesday,
me?
y'all.
He was like, I'm trying to be like y'all. I was like, man,
Yeah.
go on
Yes.
YouTube. Go back 3 years ago. We was kicking it.
Yeah.
Man.
Man,
Came
shout
a
out
long
to that
way,
laptop.
man. Woo,
Shout out to that
laptop
faithful webcam.
on a laptop
bar
on a bar stool.
Shout out to that setup. 2-3 boxes. We got it done.
Man, it was crazy. But hey, it's all about the grind, the seeing the progress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But your nose, I always say progress is what.
Somebody jump in there. Who's that? Whose cue is
We
that?
can't hear you, Bunny.
You muted yourself.
Sexy.
There we go.
Okay.
Progress is sexy.
Progress is sexy. It is.
So,
Yeah.
so outside of the podcast, so
Yeah.
there's a certain guy who played for Washington last year, who's now on the
Oh,
Lakers.
man,
Goes by the
man,
name of
man.
Russell Westbrook. What are your thoughts on the season he had last year and now him leaving after 1 year to go to the Lakers?
They made me mad that he was only there for 1 year because I thought him and Bradley Beal could have built something. The organization could have built something around those two. Something could have happened. But after I saw what we got for him, I was like, well, hell, let him go. See you
Yeah.
later. Bye.
Because you have a
Yeah,
whole
that
squad.
was
A
Okay.
whole
We-
three-piece,
We got
three-piece draft picks
Hey,
and cash.
yeah, and a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're throwing some
Right.
chicken too, and a couple watermelons.
$25 gift card to Walmart.
Nah, but KCP gonna sit y'all right though. Y'all be good with him.
Hey, we got a lot. of
Montrez, I
players.
can't speak on him.
I like Montrez and her. I like him.
He just wasn't used right.
He's that dog. You need
Yeah,
a
he that
dog.
dog. I like him.
He's my
I know, but
PJ
okay.
Tucker. You know what I'm saying? He's my dog. You need that type of that dude on your team. No matter that Pat Beverly. You need that. What can I say? You need that asshole. You need that guy that's going to be that guy that's going to
Yeah,
just
he is.
smack somebody.
Okay.
Mm.
And that's what I think
Okay.
Montrez is. He made toughen Bill up a little bit because I think Bill is kind of, he's a superstar and elite player, but he needs more. Westbrook was going to give him that anger and that meanness that you need to play with. You know what I'm saying? And I think Montrez will probably some of that will rub off, hopefully, but we got a long way to
But
go.
y'all still missing something else though. For y'all to not advance past the first round, like year after year, it's the same results. It's insanity. Y'all know something needs
we
to
were
change.
missing a coach, and we got rid of that thing.
Yeah.
I remember I asked you about that months ago when
True.
Sky Brooks.
I was trying to get rid of Scott
party
Brooks
ready.
after the first preseason game last year. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, let's be
I think he was
real.
a loner anyway. When KD decided not to go to the Washington, that's the whole purpose. I think he went out there. They're trying to recruit him back home. It didn't
KD
work
would
out.
never
So
come in
I
DC.
think Brooks wasn't gonna last long.
And I don't, Scott is a good coach, but he's not the coach that's going to get you to a championship level. He doesn't have that. he doesn't command that respect to lure in other players to make it, because nowadays I believe, it's hard to build with. It's hard. And they got some great pieces, and they made it over the top, made it over the hump. It wasn't a lot of trading. They kept their one superstar, and they built around them steadily. And when they finally found that right mix, it happened for them.
Right.
I don't think that Scott Brooks has that build, or I don't even know who our general manager is now. I don't even know his name. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think right now we got that build. You know what I'm saying? We don't got that structure, that front
exactly
office.
how you feel.
It's like, I don't know.
You need somebody that's really make a good gamble, good trades, do everything. Like, go aggressive with it. Not just, this is a holder, so we need to go aggressive. Let's go hard, throw everything at there.
Yes.
Let's do this. Now or never. Let's go.
It's like I see them making moves from afar, and I'm just watching as a fan, and I'm like, if I see your moves are terrible, what is going on inside that office? You know what I'm saying? I watch, I love my squad, but I can't watch every night. I'm not there. I'm not a fan that, I'm there, but I'm not there. I'm peeking in and I'm dipping out. I'm peeking and dipping out. I'm not the hardcore super fan. I love my sports, but it's not like I'm not riding it. They have never gave me a reason to be there 100 to spend all my time following every move they make, everything that they do. But when I do peep in and I see stuff they do, I was like, oh, that was stupid. I only been here 5 minutes.
Hey.
I've been here 5 minutes. I figured out that was dumb.
Like in the Cardinals.
Whoa.
You sound like you riding the GM of the Wizards, how Fred was riding the GM of the Cardinals. You sound the same.
It's true.
Hey, Joe, so Craig Blac was talking about how Montrez is that dog like Patrick Beverly, and et cetera. And we all know you're a huge Astros fan. Who is that person you would see who's like that dog that, will just would bark at someone's face or whatever on the Astros?
Right now?
Yeah.
Correa.
I was just about to say that.
Carlos Correa, he's the one that came out and pretty much threw up a big FU to people after the whole thing came out, blaming Altuve and this and that, and he took the whole blame for it, and anytime the spotlight's on him, he shows it. Just like last week against Joe Kelly. Yeah, they're getting their tails whooped, but shut him up with the home run. That's just who Correa is. He doesn't care. No F's given.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Mimi. Shouts out. She says good evening. So good evening to you, Mimi. Hope everything's good with you. She says, what's your take early on this preseason in regards to football, NFL? What predictions do you have? So let me answer the second question first. We would do our predictions right before week 1 of the season. So hold tight. About 3 more weeks from now, we should have our predictions. So
training camps just wrapped up.
There you go. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Early takes is right now for me.
Rams.
Well, you know what, Stafford. Yeah,
Stafford out there been clowning.
I look forward to seeing that, but overall, to me,
the St. Louis Rams. Oh, my bad.
See.
Oh, excuse me, Washington football team. Hold on. Excuse me, Washington football team.
Right.
And that's for you, Charlie Chan.
Now, see, the
Shout
NFL,
out to you, bro.
if you saw the Hall of Fame the other night, shouts out to Isaac Bruce.
Yes, best speech ever.
They don't want you to say St. Louis a lot. So he made sure that he said his, very soon, because for what I heard, there was a lot more St. Louis references going on, but they edited it out.
They did?
The NFL. Oh, yeah. They can't stand us.
Are you serious?
They can't stand us.
Oh, that's hella
On his Hall of
wrong.
Fame speech, they did that to him?
Between him or possibly Joe Buck, because Joe Buck didn't even get shown on TV because he was just like, he got Hall of Fame for being an announcer.
Yeah.
So he said a lot of St. Louis stuff, but it wasn't broadcast on TV. So they hated.
Crunky done turned everybody, man, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Stan Kroenke, huh?
Yeah.
His toupee trash.
But going back, Mimi.
Why did they? Hold on, real quickly. Even though the Rams aren't in St. Louis anymore, they edited the St. Louis reference so bad because what? That's history. They were on that squad in the St. Louis Rams. Like when other teams move, people reference the former city.
That's the only.
I haven't heard that. Maybe they do it.
That's
because of the pending lawsuit going on.
Oh, St. Louis, the city of St. Louis is suing the NFL right now. Correct?
Exactly.
They are.
Oh.
And it's looking very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
they just mad.
Oh yeah, they
just
mad,
mad.
man.
They mad.
Yeah, they big mad.
They
big mad.
They big mad.
But my biggest take is for real COVID. Like with everyone, because this has been one of the biggest issues with certain teams. You got certain players, certain coaches who are stepping down, saying I ain't gonna play because I don't want to take the vaccine. Then you got cats like Lamar Jackson who doesn't want to take the vaccine, but he had COVID He had COVID last week, had it last season. He's still undecided on taking it. So many players are still up in the air with this whole pandemic. So it's going to be very interesting to see if these teams can abide by these vaccination rules or whatever to just make sure that they stay safe and healthy, because you don't want to be that team that has to forfeit a game because you didn't abide by.
And that's what's going to happen. I can't believe they put that rule in there and they're not just going to replay the games this year.
Oh, no, it's a wrap because the NFL can't keep affording to lose money because a team isn't getting vaccinated or it's being clear of COVID.
They was losing money way before that.
Yes, they were. And I'm thinking it's not just the vaccinated part. I think it's just the players just being straight up ignorant. Let's just call it what it is. You know, there's some young guys, they just not going. They're not going to stay within their group for that 17 weeks. It's not going to happen. You know, they're going to go out. They young. Sunday is over. You know, I got to go party. I got to go tip somebody. You know, I got to.
Which is ridiculous.
You know, I got to go throw these dollars. I got to be there.
If they got Lou Williams wings there, then it be worth it, right?
Yeah, you know what? They got to go see who was the superstar right now. Let's go old school. They got to go see White Chocolate. They got to, you know what I'm saying?
White Chocolate.
Yeah, I went back. Everybody know that name, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they just
chocolate,
can't,
baby.
You know, and that's the ignorant part about it. You know, I don't know. I guess when I was young and I was 21, I was ignorant too. But I wasn't making millions of dollars, though. I didn't have a contract for 4 years, $50-some million when I was that age. Now, I believe that my common sense would have kicked in when I saw that type of money. I truly believe. They'd be like, Craig, oh, man, you always talk about these young guys. If that was you just... Nah, bruh. Nah, I can say that right now. Nah, if I saw them dollars and I had that type of skill, nah, I wouldn't have been ignorant. I'd have been right there making getting all that money.
Like Calvin Johnson.
Yes, getting
Also
everybody's
just
money.
got inaugurated. Right,
Yes.
was cool.
You never seen me messing up. Kill that. Just give me all the money.
Can I make a hot take real quick?
Go ahead.
I feel like Carson Wentz's career is over.
Wow.
Have you heard the reports today?
What happened?
What is it now?
He is online to start week 1.
Didn't he just
yeah,
have
I
surgery?
heard that.
He just
I
had
saw- I
surgery.
see it.
His career is over.
But
It's done.
I believe it when
they
I
announced
see it.
today
That's
that
what I
his recovery has gone well, along with the lineman who had the same surgery as Wentz. They both are slated to come back the first week of the season.
I just want to know. Answer this question for me, y'all. What kind of drugs or powered stuff that these doctors give these athletes to where recovery is supposed to take 10 years and in 2 weeks they back on the field?
Deer
Like,
urine.
if I was on the street,
The same thing they gave Ray Lewis.
My
Deer
God.
piss.
I thought you were going to say
like
tiger
that's 15
piss.
to 20
You said
years
deer.
in that medical
Deer.
going
You
on the
remember
street.
when
But
Ray
they
Lewis broke his
medical
arm?
degrees say they can do this and they legal. Like, I'm confused because what the hell are y'all doing to do
I think
2 week
that's-
recovery and you back on the field?
Deer piss.
How about gator piss? How about that?
Nah, it's deer. You remember Ray Lewis broke his arm right before
Right.
the playoffs, and then 2 weeks later, yeah, I'm good.
Let's go.
Just had a brace on. It's like, what?
Shouts out to Latoya Good. She says that's crazy. Then she says the owners need to put their foot down.
They do.
Well, let me.
Now they put
can I
up
ask this
their own
question?
ass. That's what they need to do.
And I'm gonna ask a dumb question right now because I haven't been keeping up. Once again, I've been on the run and I have been keeping up with Carson Wentz news. Who does he play for now?
He now
Colts.
plays for the Colts.
Okay.
They
thank you.
Did they
Thank
trade
you.
him or they just didn't sign him? I think they
Nah,
traded him.
he got traded.
Yeah, he got traded, and now Jalen Hurts is QB1. Right?
Yeah, let's
I
see how
like
long
the way
that
that
lasts.
looks.
And
I
I
like
hope
the way that
Jalen
looks.
proves everybody wrong too.
I mean, look, you see, he got Carson all up in his feelings.
Wow.
Sure did.
He's
Hey,
like, nope, get me out
not
of here.
athlete though. It ain't that hard to do that these days.
I mean, in all
They-
honesty, he, I can't think of a bigger #1 pick flop.
Well, I
okay.
can't call him a flop.
Can't argue that one.
He
The reason you can't
ain't
call-
played a
the
complete
way-
season.
He hasn't played a
since-
complete season, but he showed that he does have some skills when he has played and he was healthy.
I'll say
You know,
had.
that's
say
why
that about a
I
few
can't call
people,
him a
though.
solid flop. He's not a Jamarcus. What was his last name?
Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
Damn.
Yes, he was
Whoa.
not. You know, at least when he got on the field, he showed that he could play when healthy, when not injured. That he actually knew how to throw a football. You know what I'm saying? You know, knew how to read a defense, knew how to read a playbook, knew how to read. How about that? A, B, C, D. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, Jamarcus was just, you know,
Okay.
him and the biggest bust. What's the dude?
Ryan Leaf.
Ryan, yes. You know,
Riley.
them dudes, they might as well let me play quarterback.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how, you
What
know.
about this as a bust? What about Jameis Winston? He about to get another second act with the New Orleans Saints because Breeze retired. What y'all think?
If he doesn't
right
have
now, he's
success
considered a
under
bust,
Sean
ain't he?
Payton, then you got to say he a bust.
Did y'all see that boy run through them things?
Yeah, that was
I
terrible.
have no hope.
That was terrible. Yeah, so once again, Bunny, he's under one of the best quarterback coaches in the game, and Sean Payton. So if he doesn't have success under Sean Payton,
Oh, no. Y'all can't call these people why y'all calling these man a bust?
Jameis Winston.
yes,
a
the
bust?
hype,
Now,
hype
now,
was
wait a
real with
minute.
him.
He was
That's why they didn't
doing.
mind trading him.
he was
got
doing a
benched with
little
the Bucks.
okay,
And
like,
this is before
his
Brady
last
got
season,
there.
before-
It is like they
before
know
Brady
this ain't
got
gonna
there,
be
he
this
was
guy
okay.
to handle us
Just a
to
little
take
bit.
us to
I
the
don't
next
see.
level.
Y'all just don't see the bust side of it. You know, he. Come on now, 30 interception. Yeah. That's
all bad.
That's
I'm just saying,
it's
you
bad.
saying it's your word, not ours.
It's bad. It's
You
bad.
giving the other team the ball. That's not how you play the game. You supposed to give your team the ball.
I
You
ain't
too
gonna
busy.
try to defend him no more. I'm done.
Look. You should have been stealing. You should have been stealing some good throws instead of crab
That's all
legs.
facts right there. Saying, let them know it's all facts.
Hey,
And I stand corrected. In the draft that Carson Wentz got drafted, the number 1 pick was Jared Goff.
Oh, for real?
So you know what?
man, he
I
got
count my
traded.
blessings because we could have been screwed.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, they traded Jared Goff. They did him Stafford, so we'll see how that
Look,
turn
and
out.
Stafford is looking great. Even though didn't he just have surgery on his thumb or something?
Yeah.
A minor surgery.
Yeah.
But he's looking great. I'm excited to see what happens. Also, shout out to Jeremiah Haydell. That's my my friend's boyfriend's cousin.
Friends, boyfriends,
Yeah,
cousins.
see,
So
really,
St.
here
Louis
you
right there.
go. Just say your friend twice removed. Jeez.
My friend twice removed.
I'm sure gonna be like, hey, bro, I know your cousin. Let me get some tickets now.
Did y'all peep Adrian James' speech?
From gold teeth to gold
Yeah.
jacket?
Yeah,
That's-
I like
that was the best speech of the
That's a flex.
Yeah.
From gold teeth to
Yeah,
gold
he
jacket.
had the best.
Now wait a minute. Now Isaac Bruce was petty in Jesus' name, and
Yes,
I love
it
it.
was.
I love it.
Not
I
in
lo-
Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name, because you know he a pastor now,
I
Reverend.
can't laugh too hard. Wait a minute. It
So
hurts
he
to
was.
laugh.
He said to that unnamed voice that called me 2 weeks before the draft, said they wasn't checking for me. I was hoping you would see this day. I've been praying for you to see this day. I got one question. How you like me now?
There it
as
is.
as he buttoned up his gold jacket. I'm like, okay.
Yes, sir.
Flex on
yes,
him in
sir.
Jesus' name.
That's what he was saying. Yes, sir.
He supposed to say his team.
Why you
name.
keep saying flex in Jesus' name? Even if you're a pastor
Flex
or
in
not.
Jesus' name.
He was flexing before he called out Jesus' name. I'm just saying.
I
Brother
just like,
was always
I like
bad.
Edrin James.
I'm mad it took him this
because
long.
The topics he touched on.
Right.
You know,
Don't judge a book by its cover,
you
basically.
know, that's and that right there is what we do as Americans.
Man.
You know? We
Man.
do 24/7. You know, you think just because he looked like Marshawn Lynch doesn't mean he is Marshawn Lynch. You know what I'm saying? Not calling Marshawn Lynch negative.
Because
or nothing
Marshawn
like-
Lynch, that dude.
Yeah, he that dude. But you know, Marshawn Lynch.
He got
is-
some of the best quotes
that
out
is-
there.
that
From
is-
Compton.
that book, that Marshawn Lynch, that book is that cover. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know.
I mean, but he don't lie about it. He opens up the book. He's like, yep, it's me.
Right.
But you know, Edrin James, you know, is a whole different person when you start to talk him. He starts talking. You get to know who he is. He expressed that, and I was really appreciative of that because that stereotypical stuff happened to me a lot in my radio career because who I am, the last name, and all that. You know, that my accent that I talk with. You know, it's like it's crazy, but I like that.
That's what's
That
up.
moved me. How
That's
about that?
DMV pride.
Yeah.
And shouts out to all the other NFL Hall of Fame inductees.
You know what threw me? I was looking at Troy Polamalu's speech pissed off because I was like, how the hell I missed his farewell season? Hold on. When did that happen? I'm like, hold on, wait. It's like I was like, I knew he wasn't playing no more, but I was like, wait a minute, when did
It just happened so fast.
just so quick?
Yeah, happened so fast. But shouts out to him. It was a great night. How you feeling now? Because the last time we was on the show, Joe, we had the baseball trade deadline. Then we had the NBA free agency and everything. Washington Nationals, they gave up Max Scherzer, gave up Trey Turner, and
What?
we have John Lester. The Cardinals have John Lester now.
They gave
Hold
up
on,
Matt
He's
I
on
Scherzer.
his
I
best
didn't know.
right now. But
Now,
let's
see,
hope
I
he
told
does.
you I've been away from.
What? You didn't know about that?
I didn't know they gave up Max Scherzer. Wait, who? What?
Okay, Joe.
They did a fire sale.
Joe-
Look, I think the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs did the
Now,
Yes.
now I
fire
heard
sale
about the
on
Cubs,
their
Yeah.
and I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
I mean,
was like,
fire so they got rid of everybody.
Who did we get for Scherzer?
All right, so Joe, go ahead and let the guys know who what happened with
Please.
the Nationals trade.
Padres apparently were going to get Scherzer, and then like a day later, Dodgers jumped in and they were the number one. And not only did they get Scherzer, they got freaking all-star, underrated, one of the most underrated players in all the game, Trey Turner.
Mm.
Fast as hell, let me tell you. And they got their top two prospects, but I mean, Scherzer's a free agent after this year, but whatever. You know what he's going to do for you. He's going to be a freaking dog on the mound. And then Trey Turner, you get him for next year as well. And they're going to lose Seager. So it's just the Dodgers being the Dodgers, really.
And then once again, the Cardinals have we traded Lane Thomas for John Lester, and then
Okay,
Kyle
okay.
Schwarber got traded to the Red Sox. So
Has
yeah,
he played a game yet?
we traded to the Red Sox
yeah.
out of all teams. The freaking
What's
Boston.
what's
Oh
crazy
my
is that at the time he got traded, they were like damn near the top of the AL East, but now they lost like 10 of the last 12 games, so they kind of like sliding down.
I was
But
just saying that because I
Are
don't
they
like
still a
Boston.
wild card hunt though?
they
They're
the
still
wild
a
card,
wild card.
yeah.
So that's why it ain't that bad because they're
Yeah.
still a wild card.
So-
There's still some other so they're right there.
So with
Yeah.
that being said, Joe, and then I asked everyone, with the Cubs letting pretty much all their stars go, does that make you happy, or does that make you kind of like, oh, it kind of takes away from the rivalry of having good games against the Cubs?
They was trash for 100 and some years. Okay, back to normal.
Well, thanks, Joe. I was waiting for Joe. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm sorry. Y'all know I don't like the Cubs or the Pirates.
I can't
know,
stand
like
the Cubs
the human
either.
element, thinking for them, for the human element, it's sad. Like watching Chris Bryant cry in the dugout, that's depressing. Because the three people that were traded, I kind of like, but I just hate them because they're with the Cubs. You know, like Anthony Rizzo, he has to be one of the most liked people in the game. But now I can actually like him and cheer for him now that he's not, in a Cubs uniform. And same thing for KB and Baez. So it sucks. I don't feel bad for the fans. Like my cousin's a Cubs fan and he's pissed off. So that kind of makes me giggle.
They used to trash. They all right.
That's what it is. I don't necessarily dislike the Cubs organization. I just hate all their fans. You know, that's what it is. Their fans are irritating.
That
You
big
know?
old W fan, the W
Flying
flag,
yeah,
because y'all finally felt
and
how
that
it
damn
feels to
song
win.
too.
And don't sing it. Don't sing it.
Oh, okay.
It's already stuck in my head and we're just talking about it.
It's like I want to go to a Cubs game, but I
the
don't want to
rivalry's
with
still
the
gonna
fans.
be there because the Cubs suck so long. We're used to it. I mean, they have 1-2 good years and then boom, they fall out. We're used to that. So
Thank
the
you,
rivalry
baby.
still be there. They still had a little ignorant Cubs fans in Wrigley Field going against the Cardinals.
They're the
They're
second.
still-
It is what it is, and then we'll be in the playoffs a year or two, and then they'll be like, "Oh, y'all still suck." Wait, what? It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
They're,
just
I mean,
they're the
like,
second
the
worst
Rangers
fan
suck.
base.
And number one is
Oh, Dallas Cowboy
Okay.
fan. What? A Dallas
he's
Cowboy
lucky.
fan.
Hey,
That's-
he's
come
lucky
on now.
Iggy is not on
Come on
here.
now.
If
Right.
Iggy
The
was
ignorance
on,
of
Come on.
dedication.
Oh, God.
Ain't nothing more ignorant than a Dallas Cowboy fan.
oh,
Come on now.
Oh.
What could be more
Look.
ignorant
and
than
the
a
comments
Dallas-
are coming in now.
What could be,
Ignorant.
what could be more ignorant than that?
All right, here come the
Cowboy
star.
fan.
Here come the
Come
Star
on
Boys.
now.
Here
Call 'em
come the
out.
Star
You can
Boys.
hashtag-
Call them out. Let's go.
Man.
You mean the Cowgirls?
The Cowgirls.
I mean, well, hey,
Oh, we're
shout
not
out
gonna
to
cut
shout
the
out to
clip. You
Zeke,
need to hear it.
hometown
St.
product.
Louis right there.
the Cow Tongues.
But you know what's crazy, Jobo? I'm gonna let how the Cubs fan. Dallas Cowboys ain't won a Super Bowl since when? Hell, we was probably all barely out of diapers. But
Yeah,
you
I
would swear they
was
win every
swimming.
year. That's been that long. It's
Talk
like,
to one of their
what are
fans.
y'all
You figure they won it
delusional?
the last 10 years straight. That's how
We
they
the
talk.
best. We gonna do it every
my
day.
God.
Come on down to
I
Jerry
can't.
World. They got the most beautiful stadium, but the most trash ass team. Ain't that something?
Right.
And-
But every year, you swear they hype themselves like they know they going all the way.
They got the
I'm
number
like, y'all
one
ain't
worst
going
owner in the
what?
game,
Nothing.
Jerry
Oh,
Jones.
yeah.
Snyder right behind him though. I have to admit it. Snyder.
Do y'all think? And Bunny Joe, you may not have the answer to this because y'all don't watch it like me and Stan do, and maybe Craig Blac. But do y'all feel like Jerry Jones is like the Vince McMahon of the Cowboys? Like,
Ooh, right now, yes.
You know what? You know what, man?
He's the Vince McMahon of the Cowboys.
Yes, right now,
Oh,
absolutely.
because seriously though, I know I started watching football right when I think they won their last Super Bowl. I've heard all the hype for the years. Yes, he acts like that because he's not just the owner, general manager. He's a coach. He's a damn cheerleader. He's a damn medic on the field. He does everything. His hands is in everything, so he keeps himself relevant.
He want that
Give
glory,
him credit
man.
for that. That's why I've been saying they ain't won it so long, but you wouldn't know because they're always talking hyped up about doing this. But yeah, he acts like the Vince McMahon from wrestling side to the football. Yes, hands and everything, still trash, but he's a billionaire. It worked. I'll give him that.
Blue.
I mean, come on now. He's garbage. I mean, what more can you say about him? He's Jerry Jones. That's you need to say nothing else about him. Come on now.
But that's why I said at least it
Him
worked
and
for the
Daniel
money side.
Snyder.
So we're billionaires.
Jones 1, Snyder 2, the two worst owners in pro sports.
Snyder's Washington, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Washington football team.
My team. Yes. I can't stand him. I can't stand him.
That's your team, but you can't stand
I
him.
can't stand the owner. No, I cannot. He is the worst.
But
Hey,
as far as the players go,
we had the
Chase
same
Young a
problem
beast.
here,
Yeah,
though.
oh yeah. Come on. I'm all for. I'm 100% players. Everything else out the window.
Like us with the Rams.
Yeah.
Love the players.
Yeah.
Kroenke can bite it.
Yeah. Yeah. Kroenke. Yeah. He's.
But look, while
He's number
Kroenke
three.
biting, he's
He's number
another
three.
one.
He's number
Kroenke
three.
can bite it.
That you got-
Jerry Jones
I'll give you that.
can.
Yeah. You got a hell of a
But
three
they
right there.
billionaires, y'all. Their tactics work, unfortunately. Their pockets just keep raining with money. It
It's
don't
the
stop.
fans that put the money in their pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also
it's
what they
working
do
because
outside of
why
football.
do fans keep going? They're doing something, whether they're trashy like the Cubs or not, every year. But they're doing something where the fans still want to keep coming before they even got the new stadium, mind you.
All right, y'all. So once again, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show. Yes, we have a jam-packed show. I am your boy Smooth, along with
Stand, baby.
And it's your girl Bunny.
Jovo.
and special guest co-host.
Craig Blac.
There it is, man. It's just
This
crazy.
like, yo, like, man. I always told myself, I'm going to get on the radio with Craig Blac. And then they went and got Ricky on syndication. I was like, well, damn.
And now you across.
Now I'm here.
Now,
I'm here.
now
It
I'm on
happened.
the radio with you.
I
It
wish
happened.
I was
It
there
happened.
too.
It happened. It's a little asterisk next to it, but it happened. Cross it off the list. All right.
So
Crazy.
I said before that he brought his peoples with him.
Yes.
I got my peoples with me. So
Yeah,
in
so-
a few moments we're gonna have them come over and introduce themselves and talk about what they do. But real quick, let's do a little quick hit through a few things. Just had the Olympics just went down. Had the ceremony. Team USA won pretty much the medal count and everything. So shouts out to Team USA. Was there like a certain event that y'all pay attention to more than others?
All this KD betting on LeBron talk can stop.
Oh.
Cause,
Uh-oh.
hey, LeBron and them ain't lose one.
Whoa.
LeBron and them ain't lose one.
Come on.
With KD as your leader, you lost what, 2, 3? They was finna write y'all out. They was boy. The articles was coming in. They was like, this is not the
so
dream
now we're
team.
using the Olympics to judge who's the better player now.
I mean, we can go back to the league if you want to.
Clearly we
we
cannot.
can go back to the league if you want to.
Clearly we
Come on.
cannot.
Come on.
Clearly we cannot do
Come on
that.
now.
Come on, we can
Clearly
go back.
we
We can
cannot
go
do
back
that.
to the league.
Look, your leg ain't that broke. I know they messed your mind up. Now. Come on, bro. The Olympics over the NBA league.
So
Come
your
on,
leg
now,
ain't
the
that
talent
broke.
ain't-
Oh,
It's
man.
like we can go back to the league if you want. We done had these conversations on live, Bunny. Don't act new now. Come on now. We done had these
I ain't
conversations
acting
before
brand
the
new.
Olympics.
Well,
You
let's
don't
go
talk
to the
brand
league
new.
then. Let's talk.
Let's
about
go to the league. All right.
All right,
You
let's
know,
go to the league.
We
Jordan
ready. Let's
Jordan
go.
never lost against a team that went to that team, did he? LeBron lost against the Celtics. He didn't go to the Celtics. He went to the Heat to beat the Celtics.
What is the difference with what LeBron did 5
yes,
different
I'm
times.
glad
and
you
KD
asked.
did once.
Because LeBron wasn't up 3-1 on the team, then lost, and it was like, let me go to the team that beat me because
What
I
does
gave
that
up.
matter?
look how many
LeBron
points he
has
just
had
did.
to go
Let me be
go build a team everywhere he went to get a championship. Come on now. He had to be the $6 million man. He had to go get every part from every damn player to win the championship.
LeBron built the team.
Mike Jordan never did that.
Okay, LeBron built the team.
He
yes.
Kobe didn't do that.
KD just
Kobe
joined
didn't do-
on. KD hopped on the bandwagon.
KD hopped on the bandwagon and brought it home. And if it wasn't for KD, when he
You can't say that because they did it without him. They did it without him.
no.
They did it without him.
In the season that he played, he brought it home.
They did it without him, though.
Did he do it on the court? That's all I'm asking.
But you can't say it like, oh, they wouldn't have done it if he wasn't.
But did he do it on the court? Is all I asked.
Yeah, he did it on the court.
Well,
He could have also done it on the
well,
court in OKC,
well,
where he was 3-1 on them boys. All you had to do was ball out one more time for 48
why didn't
minutes.
LeBron do it in Cleveland? He was up.
You saw that
Come on,
07
come
team.
on. Hey,
Daniel
hey,
Gibson?
Hey,
You
hey.
gonna go Daniel Gibson?
So he chose to go to Miami and team up with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen.
No. Ray Allen came later. Hold on. Ray Allen came 2 years later.
Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell. Come on now. He played. It's like, I'm not saying LeBron he has been the man, but he's the old man who is not the man right now. There's too many good players in the league. And the best one is KD right now.
It's
I'm
Giannis
talking the best.
Antetokounmpo. Don't you dare.
No,
Don't you
Giannis
dare.
would not be the best player in the league until he consistently hits a damn free throw. I don't give a damn how many I don't care how many
Say what you
championships
want.
he win.
Say what you want. He knocked your boy out the playoffs.
Oh, he did. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. So,
My boy,
I don't know. Now, see, technically, KD kind of knocked himself out by not being behind the line.
Oh,
No,
Very true.
You can't use that one time.
Oh, I'm sorry. You saying so the Nets knocked themselves out? Like I said.
You
but
can't
hold
do
on.
that one time.
If you go back to that whole series, KD actually carried the whole series.
He was beast mode.
He was by himself.
He
it
was beast
It
mode.
was 1-on-5.
LeBron was like that in
That don't work.
2018.
He was like that in 2012, 2000. When he came
So
in the
why
league.
can't KD do
He
it?
was like that in 71, 72, 73.
04.
Oh, I'm sorry. How old is LeBron? But
He's 36.
Hey. No, just had nothing to do with you. His hairline is 85. Anyway, but
He got the money to make it 22 though.
Hey, gotta get a good tattoo artist.
Y'all, that's petty. Both of y'all petty for that.
That good old Beijing.
That ain't Beijing. Them is authentic hair plugs. He
Beijing.
has money.
Bandit.
He has money.
But my whole thing
Y'all
about
love
LeBron
him. Oh, my
fans,
God.
they try to down, and it's just like, they try to down KD for what LeBron, they did the same thing. So what's the big difference? Oh, you were down 3-1? Okay, all right. So we switched the team. What does it really
He didn't
matter?
switch a team. He basically just went and looked in an old book full of sayings, cliches, and he flipped the page and landed on this one that said, if you can't beat them, join them.
And that's what LeBron did 3 times.
How? He beat the Heat. He beat his own team. He done beat the Lakers.
Twice, not three. Just twice.
He never did it. He never went to the Celtics.
He went to the Heat and joined a superstar squad. He left there.
Yes,
hold on.
He left
The
there.
Lakers,
Hold on,
Went
wait.
back to
Wait,
Cleveland
wait.
and put together another superstar squad.
Hold on. I want to go back to that Miami
And
team.
then he
Georgia
went to
was in one. I
LA
don't count
and got the
that one.
best big man in the last 15 years of the league. Oh, no, probably 10 because Tim Duncan was still around about then.
Yeah.
But he was on his downtime. But you know what I'm saying?
He was still good.
But it's like, come on, man. Can he win one?
Can I ask a question?
Go right here.
All right, so I just want you to name the other superstars on that 2010, 2011 Miami Heat team, which consisted of a Carlos Arroyo. I want you to name the other ones that he had on this
That he played
superstar
on
team.
when he lost to Dallas that year?
Yes.
That year?
There wasn't no other superstars. It was D-Wade and Bosh. That boy had Mario Chalmers. I don't even think Norris Cole was in the league yet. He had Udonis Haslem.
He wasn't.
Mario
It was
Chalmers.
next
Mario
year.
Chalmers ain't the star.
Oh. Mario Chalmers was a clutch player, though.
He not a starter.
He was
It's
a
the difference between
which-
star and clutch.
So
That's
would
a
you
role
rather
player.
have a Bob Orry or
I would
a
big shot Rob?
come on now,
Absolutely.
clutch? That's what he was, a clutch player.
I
You
thought
give
you
him the
was
shot,
saying-
he gonna
who
hit the
else-
shot.
who else-
That's
hold
what
on.
Mario Chalmers was. He was a clutch player. He hit the shots. You gave him space, he hit the shot. That's what Mario Chalmers was.
Nah,
he
because
didn't
if
do
he
that.
was that clutch, he would
didn't
do it wherever the hell he went after that.
Oh, well, come
Memphis
on.
or something.
Come on now.
The clutchness don't depend on the jersey.
Memphis had my
it's in
high
your
school
jeans.
squad.
It's in
Come
your
on now,
jeans.
stop that, man.
Didn't KD
The
call
high
himself
school
Kid
squad.
Clutch?
Wait,
Remember
what?
that? Remember KD walking around calling himself Kid Clutch, and then lost 4-1.
Hey, man, it is what
He
it
ain't
is,
called
man.
himself Kid Clutch since.
I tell you.
Mario
People,
Chalmers somewhere in
I'm
the
just
big
here
three with Shannon
enjoying.
Brown.
I'm just here enjoying the debate. I love it. This is the Platform Sports Talk Show. A few comments. My lady says, "Turn your mic off." Talking about KD. Shouts out to Jamie.
You know what, Jamie? You turn your mic off, because if you wasn't on the Brooklyn Nets, you wouldn't care. I love you, but it's the truth.
Oh wow.
He called you out, babe.
If he wasn't on the Brooklyn Nets, you wouldn't care. Let me talk about James Harden while I'm on the Nets.
Uh-oh.
That boy didn't show up in
I'm
the
just a
last
KD
series.
fan. Nope,
But then he did get injured too, though. You
I'm a
acting like he
KD
could
fan.
show up and then do something while he injured.
Well, then he shouldn't have
Just
played.
because of that PG County.
If
Something-
you step on the
They're
court, you
injured
are
and start off
expected to
playing.
play. If you step on the court, you are expected to play. If you know you can't do it, don't.
Eventually he couldn't. Did he finish this series? No.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, and had a trash ass game. What 6? What was that? Game 6? Trash game 6. He was like 3 for everything. Trash.
So,
He did what he always does in the playoffs. He choked on his own shoelaces.
Another comment. Shouts out to Birdman. He's a huge fan of our show. He now
Birdman,
has
Birdman.
a channel on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Shouts out to him. He says LeBron got a bronze medal though. Then he says KD has 3 gold medals. LeBron has 2 gold and a bronze.
Are we really talking about the redeemed team? Or what was that 1 year?
At least KD got a full.
It was that
rock
1
his
year
own-
when it
his
was
own head.
LeBron.
No, barely.
LeBron,
That
Carmelo.
was hard.
It's
They had
nappy.
Hold on.
But it's his.
Hold on, you really gonna make me pull up that picture where he was out here looking like Fred Sanford? Okay.
It's nappy, but it's his.
You gonna make me pull up that KD picture with him looking like Fred Sanford?
Well,
Okay.
LeBron around here look like Stephen A.
Y'all so wrong with KD and his little man. Hey, Craig, that's
LeBron
a
is
decent name.
Stephen A.
Get off of KD.
LeBron,
That's
Stephen A.
a decent
Damn.
They out here looking
got-
hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, led astray, and all
LeBron-
around deceived.
LeBron got that Sesame Street headline, that Burt.
I think
What
it
were you
was
saying about KD?
Oh Lord.
You need me to blow that up for you?
Whoa.
You need me to blow that up for
Jesus
you?
Christ.
It's nappy. I said it was
Y'all are
nappy.
coming for these
No, that's
dudes.
beyond naps. That's
I'm
naps
glad
and
my
spots.
hairline together.
Naps and twists and
But at least he
something.
got it there. At least he ain't trying to cover
I'm glad
with
my hairline together, and I got
shoe
some
polish
edges,
on
not
the
all
joint.
the time. Y'all lethal over here,
It's
baby.
a premium hair
Hey,
plugs.
tonight,
LeBron got money.
It's on the popping, Bunny. It's on the popping on the
Hey,
platform.
It is, man. I'm
Sports Talk
like,
Show.
damn, let me
LeBron
come
got
on my
money.
hairline
Beijing
in
is
the
beneath
bed.
Hey, when you
I
go
know
bald,
it
when
ain't
you go
lying.
bald, just cut it off. What? I don't understand what's so hard about that.
I thought he did that one season where it was like super low. I
Right.
thought he went bald. I was like, there we go. Then he popped up
Finally.
the hair. I was like, damn. man.
Finally, he did it.
I thought he did it.
That's
I was
LeBron.
like, whoa. And miraculously, he comes back with a hairline stronger than a 10-year-old. Come
I
on
just
now.
wanna
How'd you do
say-
that? How'd you do
This
that?
He got
Hey,
money.
this
Hair
outside
plugs.
the
You remember what was that when he first went to LA? He had the hair plugs, and it was like, bro,
What's funny
your
is-
hair.
What's funny is Buffy Dillon's back there
Damn.
laughing because she know these dudes be doing that. She's a cosmic. She's a master cosmic, and she be spraying it on some of them dudes.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
you contributed to the madness.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
If they want to pay for it, and LeBron, she's trying to get LeBron as a client right now.
She need to spill it.
Hey,
Hey.
real quick,
Look, I
Birdman
gotta say
says KD's hair does look like a Metro PCS coverage area map, though.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
I can't laugh too hard. Please stop.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Hey, Katie, I got your back, dude. Hey, man. I'm letting
Hey.
you know.
You don't got his front.
Hey,
You don't
y'all
got his
talk
style.
about us, ladies. Wait.
Hey,
Y'all talk about us,
No,
you
ladies.
my
Clown
dude.
and
I don't care
ladies.
what you rocking up there, man. You my. I know you keeping
I just
yours.
want
It's
this
all
on the
yours,
record.
though, man.
Man.
What's
Everything is recorded here because y'all talk about us ladies, talking about other ladies so bad. Y'all lighting up these dudes so bad.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
because all right, I'm gonna say it like this: women, we are always, we're used to the lace fronts, the weaves, all that stuff. That's for women. I've been
Yeah.
seeing men shaving.
But we don't hear this
that's what
enough.
tells me,
That's the thing.
shaving
I've
the
heard
middle
this.
of their head.
It's not talked about
Well,
enough
it's not- I
publicly
wouldn't.
because I've heard this before, and I'm like, now see, y'all say us women on public, you people go live, they talk about this girl, look this and that, and y'all drag them. Y'all dragging all these dudes' headlines, their head, the color. I'm like,
If I
Why
see
you
you with a
think we
fake
talking
beard,
about a lot?
I'm clowning you.
And one thing I want to say too for the fellas, like I just see Me and Craig, Stan got it going on with the beards. But I can't stand you try to have a full beard, but it like stops connecting like midway. And you had like 2 or 3 different alleys between your beard. Trying to do something that you just can't do, you know. It's like,
look, if I see you walking around here with a man unit, I'm gonna talk about you. If you out here with a lace front beard,
a lace front beard.
no, you gonna know because they want to show it on social media.
Stop.
Should I let Buffy Dilly come in here?
Beard.
Yes, bring her in.
Let me, all right, yeah. Hey, Buffy, come on over here, Buffy, so you can speak on this. Come on over here.
Please,
man, because
I
I want to talk about this.
And women watching this show to hear
this is Buffy Dillon with the Dewan Dillon Foundation. She's allowed me to be her partner this year with my community cuts for kids. She's at Larimore Elementary School. Come on over here, Buffy. Come on.
Sorry, y'all.
Come on.
I just had to say it out loud. I'm sorry,
Come
y'all.
on, because we gonna talk about it. It's sports related. When they wear the hats, they hair starting to go. It's sports related.
What? The hair?
Mm-hmm. Because you know the hats, the hair follicles like poof.
I like that purse, girl. That's cute. I like that bag.
hold on, she can't hear you yet.
Hold
on, Bunny. She got to put her headset on. There you go. Put it
Go behind like this.
Put it
It's
behind
one of them.
Put it behind you.
It's one of them old school loop it behind.
There we go. Come on in to the picture a little bit. There we go. And I'm sorry, tell us your name again.
Buffy.
Buffy, how you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome to the platform Sports Talk Show. Bunny, now what were you saying to Buffy?
Oh, Buffy, I like your bag, honey.
Thank
It's
you.
fly.
Thank you.
And your hair, because you are a walking billboard for your services.
Thank
And
you.
your
Come
hair
on,
slays.
advertise
Love it.
yourself.
Thank you.
Now about these man units
Okay.
though. No, you're not. Come on.
No, tell them about how these men looking ragged while they were talking about this women with lace front wigs, edges not having it, nappy hairlines and all that. Come on, let these dudes know how they be looking raggedy out here too.
First of all, if
Girl,
you see me in a
and-
do-rag, just know it ain't
Even
good.
those raggedy beards, okay?
Mm.
All that don't be lined up, come on now. And the beards have to be shaped up also. I've been in the business 29 years. So I have to be a walking advertisement. I can't wait on my clients to sell me. I have to sell myself.
Exactly.
And as a woman, you're supposed to and a man, you should keep yourself together anyway. Look good for yourself.
Hey, I
Got a
always say
haircut
that.
on Friday.
I always say that too. Being a DJ, a host, et cetera. Presentation
Talk
is
about
key.
it. Talk about it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Talk about
saying?
it.
You're not just branding, what you do and the whole thing, but your appearance matters. I'm sure Stan don't want to be out at his unless the play calls for it. But if he's doing like a host an open mic or whatever he's doing, he ain't gonna be out here looking like
I gotta get at least a lining. At
something.
least.
Absolutely.
So presentation is definitely key.
Absolutely.
So you're one of the 100 people who's here in the crib, holding things down with Craig Blac. So
Right.
Buffy, tell everybody what you do, why you are here tonight with us,
Okay.
and what's going on with you.
I'm an entrepreneur, 29 years,
Come on.
hairstylist. I own my own barber and beauty salon, No Limit Hair Care. I usually volunteer with Craig at his event. The Community Cuts for Kids is one of his stylists. I also have a non-for-profit organization called the Dewan Dillon Colon Cancer Foundation. Started it in honor of my late husband that passed of colon cancer. We owned the barber and beauty salon together, and my husband was basically struck with colon cancer. Out of nowhere, we find out, and our lives changed within a 2-week period. He was 39 years old, and once we found out, they gave him 6 months to live. And so he passed within 9 months. So we brought him home because he was too far gone for chemo and all that. So once we brought him home, and took care of him, I promised him that I wouldn't let the world forget his name. And so he's been gone this year 8 years. So I've been going hard 7 years.
Nice.
We started giving back. Thank you. We started giving back together in the community, having school supply giveaways. And I just kept the tradition going, but kept adding to it. So what are we here for if we're not giving back? It's not about how much you give back, but do something to make a difference. It's too much need out here, and it could be us that need.
Right.
And where can people find you?
I'm Facebook, Instagram, the Spanish Lake, anywhere. How me and Craig got together, you guys? Craig called me, asked me, was I having my event this year? I told him, yeah. He said, well, okay, let's link up. So this year is our 11th annual school supply.
Shout out to y'all.
Thank you, giveaway. And so he's coming in with us, as well as another group called Boys to Mentors. I don't know if you guys have heard of them or not.
Boy, when you said, I was like, wait, what? It was the tours. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Thought y'all was
and,
gonna have Wanya in the building.
Yeah, and they are a group of men that are making a change with the youth out here. They need it, especially the young guys. Just trying to make sure that they make a statement with trying to help as many as they can. So I have a huge support system. My volunteers are great. My team is great. And so we'll have literally from pony rides to health screenings, food, face painting, entertainment, and so much more. Craig with the Community Cuts for Kids. We'll have also from the fire department out, police department out, the library out with their bookmobile, so we're also doing educational things for the kids too. And then in addition, 300 book bags filled with supplies.
That's what's up.
Masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, as well as disinfectant wipes. And so, we want to make as many smiles as we can that day.
There we go.
We want to do as much as we can for the kids.
Well, it's definitely a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
In the getaway and for what you were doing. Hopefully that the platform Sports Talk Show can link up for future things that you're doing.
Absolutely. I do it throughout the whole year.
Good.
We do a lot of different things throughout the whole year. And then if we're not doing something, my foundation, we're volunteering with other people.
Dope. So definitely follow her. She said you on Facebook, you on all them social media sites. Is that correct?
Yeah, Buffy Dillon Facebook, DeWine Dillon Foundation Facebook, Instagram, same thing. You can find me, Google me. I mean, I'm everywhere.
Google her.
There we go.
Well, I mean, seriously, but
in that order.
Yeah. I've been putting my work in. Like I said, I promised my husband, and he deserves everything that I'm still honoring him with. He was a great man, and I'm not saying it because he was my husband. He was a great man to anybody that basically encountered him.
Nice. Well, once again, thanks for being part of our show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. We're gonna go ahead and bring up another guest. He's another legend. He's a DJ, one of the dopest DJs. He's a legend. Once again. Oh yeah, right. We got you. Another legend in our midst tonight. When I say you think about what's that? The Monastery. You think about all them clubs back in the day when.
You remember the Monastery?
Man, hey, the Monastery. Hey, them days back. I'm telling you, it was crazy. What was that club? The Tequila. What was the club called?
That was the Rivers, homie.
Oh, the Rivers.
Before Tequila Wild, it was Rivers.
Okay, yeah,
So,
doing that
if
time.
If you really want to go back, we can go to Panama Jacks. We can go to the Wiz.
There it is.
We can go to the Oz when they was playing nothing
The
but techno
Yes.
before they got
Yes.
hood.
Yes.
And now
Wait,
the
what?
Monastery.
Yes.
The Oz is straight hood.
It looks like they
Yeah.
played techno.
Oh, yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
just-
all they
But
play
see,
was like
now,
disco, techno shit.
It's a
Oh
whole,
yeah, now it's
It's
ratchet.
It's a whole
It's
nother
ratchet all the
thing.
way.
I gotta tell y'all my Christmas story in 2015.
But go ahead and tell me your name.
DJ Snow.
There it is. DJ Snow in the getaway on the platform Sports
What's
Talk
good,
Show.
y'all?
How you doing tonight?
I cannot complain.
Man, when I saw you outside, I said, wait a minute, what's going on? It's about to be a magical night, you
It
know?
ain't the one time, it's snowy 2 times.
There it is.
Hey.
Snowy 2 times.
Let's get
So
going.
just for those who are watching the show, St. Louis represent, just let everybody know a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a 36-year veteran in this DJ game. I also
on.
produce beats. I've been worked with a lot of people throughout the years, but now I'm on to something new. It's called Made Music Group.
Okay.
That's my team. That's the big entourage we brought with us. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Shouts out to them. They upstairs
That's
chilling.
JR, that's Amanda, Ricky Fletcher, the
Okay.
team. And then we got Malik the King, which is the whole reason why we're here. And May just wanted to sponsor this to get out here, get Malik familiar with some of these kids and them familiar with him, give away some school supplies, do some cool things, help Craig out, do what he needs, and just try to get Malik out here.
Cause
Nice.
that's how you do it. No disrespect to everybody
gotta
that
sneak
just
'em
goes
in, man.
SoundCloud, but
Yeah.
you gotta see these people face to face.
Right.
That's how y'all do
Dude.
it.
Get them
Build
streets.
build
Hey,
up
shout out to
these
that St. Louis
relationships.
hat you rocking. I like that.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Do artists still come up to you with CDs?
They come up to me with their phones these days. Hey, cuz, let me email you this. Let me get this, cuz. Let me. Hey, man, check this out. I got the hottest shit in the streets. If you ain't playing this, you ain't no real DJ. Well, I hear that shit 1,000 times a year.
I was about to say you probably got a dollar for every time you heard that you'd be
I
a millionaire by now.
I do. And don't nobody understand how it goes. You know what I'm saying? They just think you're gonna hand it to them on a silver platter. You gotta work for this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You gotta get out
right.
here. You gotta
Right.
move around. You gotta work. You gotta network. And that's what we're doing. Made Music Group. That's what we're all about. We got concerts coming up. Actually,
outside of Columbia, Missouri for Yin Yang Twins. We got coming up at the Gold Bar August 21st. And then we got Fresco Cane here at Pops August 27th.
I'll actually be performing that night too.
Where? You're one of the openers?
Yes,
No
with
shit.
Soul Era.
See, well, you need to
Oh,
holler at
you
Amanda.
gonna drum?
You need to holler at Amanda because she's the one that put y'all down. Know what I mean?
I got you. Before y'all leave, we're gonna network real quick
Yeah,
before
cool.
y'all leave. So you said you,
Wait,
you
what day
have
is it?
August 27th
August
at Pops
27th at
Nightclub.
Pops. It's Fresco Cane, Zeus, Malik the King, and a whole bunch of other people from St. Louis opening that show.
Yeah.
And we're the week before that, we're in Como, Columbia, Missouri at the Gold Bar doing Yin Yang Twins. Same thing.
Yeah, so breaking news, Smooth will be holding things down, performing on a nice big stage on August 27th
Pops
with
is
my
a
old
nice-
Pops
band,
is a good venue.
the Immortal Soul Era. So speaking of performance, you have once again an artist,
I
Malik
do.
the
I'm
King.
gonna
Come on
bring him
over, man.
Here. I'm gonna let him sit here, and I don't know if y'all play music, but if I could email you something, or do y'all play music?
Get at
Okay.
me. I'll send my information very soon.
Okay, cool.
We got one of the artists. Get ready, St. Louis. Get ready, world. Malik
All
the
right.
King. Malik, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
And doing well.
Great.
Welcome to the Getaway, to the platform Sports Talk Show. Once again, I see we have a jam-packed show, and that's just the beginning because we have a guest
We do.
coming up. He's
I forgot all
ready.
about it.
You can't forget about the coach now.
I don't want to forget
He's-
about the coach. But
he's
yes,
the main
plus so much-
attraction.
Hey, I
Yes.
got Prego brain. I got a good excuse.
If we understand. Well, I can't say that, but Joe can. Joe, is that right? Joe understands the
What,
whole
Prego?
pregnancy brain going on, so
I still got it.
she said she still got it. So, Malik, how you doing? What got you into music? What are you looking forward to doing to separate yourself from other artists?
Now that's an important question.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I want to thank y'all for having me and stuff. First off, man, it's a lot.
No
what
pressure.
Inspired me, what inspired me to be an artist is, first off, I always have had an interest in music. I was always fond of it, and I know that it's something that I'm capable of. Like I felt it was something that's almost natural for me. And when it comes that naturally, I knew that it was, the one thing that I could do. And so it just inspired me to also use my abilities that came to me naturally. But also my father made music as well. He's upstairs and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, and all those are inspirations. I look up to people like not only my father, but, Tupac. A couple of people from our generation would be J. Cole. I listen to a lot of that. And I really admire the talent that these people have. And sometimes I feel like what sets me apart from everybody else that I'm around is my talent. Because sometimes I feel like some people don't have talent, but they're just able to put themselves in a proper circumstance and place to be able to be almost on a
Speak on
platform.
it.
So yeah. And speaking of, another thing that I feel like makes me different is just being different. Like I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm just trying to be myself. And I think that that naturally makes me Malik. And I'm not trying to sound like Drake, or somebody else, because doing that would make it like, why would I listen to Malik when Malik sounds just like Drake? Well, if I want to hear that, I could just go to Drake, So I think it's good to be unique as an artist. I think that's probably the number one important thing to remember. But yeah.
And some that we like to ask our guests, whether it's like a coach or a player, but who are some artists who inspired you?
I go back to it. First off, I think this is important. I don't think this has been ever said before, but one artist that inspires me, and I don't want to sound cocky, but it's myself. I inspire myself with my talent and my ability because I'm confident, and I think that everybody should be confident in their own abilities and understand that once you have what you have, and a team like I have that's able to help me and provide the great circumstances for me and put me in the right place that I need to be is really good. So I think that people should be inspired by their abilities, their own abilities, but also great inspiration and respect for their team, like DJ Snow and my friends upstairs with Made Music, my dad, Amanda Rios, everybody that's up there helping me, JR, you know, it's a bunch of people. It'd be impossible to name them all, but I got a wonderful team of people that also help me. But outside of just those people that inspire me, my friends and family, also my fans, people that listen to me and support me. But then on top of that, actual artist, my favorite artist would probably be Tupac.
Hey.
And I have to say it because I think Tupac definitely one of the greatest, if not the greatest. But I've always been inspired to you know, at least kind of be up there with him. So, yeah.
Well, it's definitely dope. Malik, thanks for being part of our show.
No problem.
For you and Made Music in the building. Yeah. Buffy, once again, shouts out to you. DJ Snowy 2 times. Not just once, but twice, baby. A legendary night already on the Platform Sports Talk Show. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll bring on our special guest, the reason why a lot of others are tuned in to the show. This has been incredible. This is the Platform Sports Talk Show.
It's been a great show, man.
We will be right back. Everyone just hold on tight. are back. We had to take a nice little break and let our guest go ahead and see him out the door as Craig Blac and the fam came through earlier.
Show with Craig Blac, man.
Guys, when I tell you already, the first hour and 15 minutes has been incredible. One of the best shows we've had. And all our shows are incredible. All of our shows are always incredible, but it's just an extra meaning when you have certain people who you've listened to on the radio as a youngster going through them years, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
the club years especially.
Not the club years.
The club years.
You said you were talking about Club Tequila. I'm like, man, you don't remember Tequila Wild? That's what it was.
Yeah, Tequila Wild.
I'm sitting here
Wild
like,
on the landing. Yeah.
Man, so many fun times.
Oh, you mean back when the landing used to be popping?
Yes.
And now it's
Yep,
just
it had
Felice.
Lucky's, Bar
It's
St.
Felice.
Louis.
Yes.
We used to tear it up.
So Miss Williams like, what up, Free? Nope, no issues. We just had to take a commercial break.
Hey, Miss Williams.
We had to reset, get ready for the second half of our show, cause
Why you say that like you Miss Parkerson?
Cause I love me some Miss Williams, man. Bunny, hey, I've been gone. Don't come for me.
let him be great.
I'm not gonna let you be great tonight. I'm
you
not
all
gonna
laid
let
up
you be
lounging
great.
in luxury. You just ready to go to sleep whenever it hit. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here. You just lay it out.
First of all, I'm not lounging in luxury. I don't get sleepless nights. I mean, I get
Come on,
sleepless nights,
800
okay?
thread
I'm not
count
comfortable
Egyptian
like
cotton
you
sheets.
in bedtime.
Who
I don't get to
comfortable?
lay on my stomach, okay, and go to bed. I don't get to roll around freely, okay?
I don't get to do that neither. This knee still be hurting sometimes. I be laying straight. Just like,
So once again, shouts out to Miss Williams. Yeah, she has Bible study on Wednesday, so now she gets on a little bit late. And Miss Williams,
praise
you
God.
missed an incredible first half of the show. You already know once our show ends, it's archived, so you can definitely check it out on Facebook, on Twitter, or on YouTube.
yes.
Make sure y'all go ahead and follow us as well on Instagram. And once again, on YouTube, you subscribe. Bunny, what they do after that, they click on that.
Click on that bell, baby.
Because anytime we go live,
You, and you over there, and you all the way in the back that can't see us because we expect you all the way in the back. You will be notified. Yes, you. Even you. No, let me stop.
and you, and you.
Yeah, take me to church.
You're gonna.
I was finna take it to church. He took it to Broadway. Okay.
Right. So this is the Platform Sports Talk Show. Your boy Smoooth along with
Stand, baby.
And it's your girl, Bunny.
Joe was on earlier, but she had to go. Mommy duties.
Man.
Ladies, we understand. Miss Williams says, hi, Bunny.
Hi, Miss Williams.
And then she also says, good to see you with the crew stand.
Oh, man, it's good to be back.
Yeah, so Miss Williams, you may have missed it earlier, but Stan had an announcement that in regards to his knee, he may have a torn meniscus.
Yeah.
So it may require surgery. So send up prayers to him. He may not be on the show, definitely in person, for quite some time if he goes through the process, the procedure. So
Oh, yeah, I ain't rushing nothing. I ain't none of these athletes.
take your
I'm
time,
taking
man.
my time.
You ain't getting paid. You know.
You feel me? There ain't no multi-million-dollar contract waiting on me. You know what's waiting on me after I get back? Work.
Right. Well, about time you came back, Stan. No. That's how they be. About time you came back.
My knee,
Shoot,
nobody
this-
give a damn about your knee.
Shoot, Jacob, he was doing a terrible job trying to do your job. We got you back now. But that's how it be, though. Like, okay, I'm back now, boss. Let's go and get it popping.
We had a Jake. Didn't really work.
Oh.
But, you know, we wish him the best in his future endeavors.
You're not here, stay form. But,
Oh, my God.
Yeah, silly.
all right, y'all. So it's time. She says prayers for healing and a good outcome, Stan.
Thank you, Miss Williams. I'm taking all of them. I said earlier, my mama prayed for me. I'm fine.
You know what's amazing? How much this show has grown. Because Miss Williams used to always just put Stan, S-T-A-N. So that's a big deal.
Hey, a lot of the guests did it. I'm like, okay, let me go and put the T-O-N somewhere. Somebody need to see the full name.
Right. All right, y'all. So without any further ado, our special guest, not co-host, but special guest, this man here, 8-time conference champion, 10 district championships as a coach. He is part of the Missouri State Final Four head coach in 2012, 2018, and 19. State Final Four in Missouri 2009, and he is currently the head basketball coach for the girls at Clyde C. Miller Career Academy.
Let's go, Phoenix.
without any further ado, it's time to rise up like the Phoenix. And let's go ahead and bring in our special guest, Coach Darrin White. Coach, how are you doing this evening?
Good. That was a nice introduction.
That's what I do here. You know, I try to do my best, you know, to make our guests feel as special and as VIP as possible. So it's my pleasure, and thanks for being part of our show. And thank you also for being patient with us. We had a busy, as you've seen, we had a busy show the first half, but we made it happen, and you're here. So thank you very much, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
And how things been going for you?
Well, you know, this has been different for us these past 2 years. So things are going well now. Even though we're not out of the pandemic, we've been able to navigate a little better.
Nice. So we've been asking this question a lot to a lot of our coaches that we've had on the show these last few months now. What went down for you in your school when the pandemic first started? And then how y'all able to navigate through that once things started to open up a little bit, especially this past season, and what's going on now?
So I tell everybody I have a brand new appreciation for off-season work or being able to work. It's not basketball season. Because when the pandemic came through, we just shut down totally. We weren't able to get into the gym. We weren't able to have contact. So the pandemic took a lot away from us. And even though some people defied that, they went ahead and worked, but we didn't. We just shut down totally. We didn't do anything. We didn't do any working out. And this past season, it showed. I got a poster on my wall in my office, and it says your off season will determine your postseason. And I think that, you know, I live by that. So if we don't have a good off season, there's no way that you can play into the postseason. So now we had a much better summer because of our knowledge of this COVID thing. You know, nobody know exactly what COVID is capable of for real, but we got a better knowledge and we had a better method of, you know, navigating through the testing, and we have vaccines for high school kids now. So, you know, there's a couple of ways that we've been combating this pandemic.
And in regards to your team, were there a lot of your players that were scared, kind of skeptical, didn't know how to really handle the pandemic once things kind of started spreading out even worse?
I may have had a couple. I'm gonna tell you, these teenagers aren't scared of COVID. You know, you have to constantly remind, hey, pull your mask up. We know what they are scared of is the vaccine. So, and right now I got maybe half of my team vaccinated, and the other half, we're trying to educate them on the vaccine and get them vaccinated so that we can, you know, play safer. But the girls weren't really scared of COVID. They were ready to get it. You know, I was getting messages like, hey, when we getting back? Hey, when can we start? Me and Jimmy, we can't get in the gym. Former players calling like, why you not in the gym? What's going on? It's not like you. So I don't think that they were really afraid of COVID. And I don't think they really understood the magnitude of the pandemic, but we're able to educate and kind of move forward now.
Do you think it was more so the player, or was it the parents? Took the question right on my mouth. That was pushing back against the vaccination.
So that's a good point. I got some players who are ready for the vaccine, but the parents aren't ready for it. You know, they're not ready for their child to be vaccinated. And I had a couple of parents who they're in the medical field, and they didn't want at first, in the beginning, they didn't want their child to be vaccinated. But once, you know, SLU's requiring vaccinations, a lot of these medical facilities are requiring vaccinations for employment. So now, so I had a kid come back and tell me, "Hey, coach, I can get vaccinated now." My mom said if she got to, I might as well too. So there's a lot of different ways that we've been able to deal with that vaccine thing.
Can I ask you can I ask you a question real quickly, Coach?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm assuming, are you a parent? I don't know the age of kids that you had or grandkids, but are you a parent?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I am. Beautiful family, actually. I'm a parent, and my youngest son is 9.
Okay, so I know the vaccine is still too new, so people, still trying to feel their way around it. But you know how with school districts, when you enroll your kid, you have to have vaccines to get them into school, at least a public
Right,
school.
right.
And that's why I think I get kind of with some people with the hesitancy, not with the whole medical side behind it. I think it's the non being conforming or just because I don't want to, if I don't have to. But it's like you have to get vaccine for your kids to get them in school.
Exactly.
So with this, even though it's new, when people say because it's new, I get that. But when it's the other ones, I'm like, but you had your kid to get vaccinated, and they were young, they're like 4 or 5. Well, we start getting vaccinated when they're a year old. But what's your thoughts on that?
I totally agree with you, and that's been my selling point to the parents that I have now is that, hey, we've been getting vaccinated all our lives. So I think that we got a better shot at beating this if we're vaccinated versus challenging COVID.
Okay. Again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong to get vaccinated or not, but I just had to ask when it comes to parents, coaches, when you say you talk to parents, and I'm like, these same parents who, again, if it's nothing medical related, doing this since their kid was in school. So, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's just common sense to me too.
Gotcha.
And Stanley, did you have a question?
I just wanted to piggyback. Coach, you had mentioned that the medical professionals. I work with some of these lovely individuals who it really concerns me about trying to figure out the end game or when this will end. When we've got medical professionals who see the COVID patients, they aren't getting the vaccine. They're not getting the vaccine, and then on top of that, they're not trying to be compliant with the screening process that we do at work. So it's like if you all aren't compliant and you all are the front line, it genuinely concerns me. I appreciate those that are taking this as serious as they are and are saying, hey, even though I don't know as much as I would like to know about this vaccine, I would like to have, I call it like a fighting chance, just in case you do happen to get it, because let me go ahead and get educational right now. The vaccine is not a cure. It is not going to prevent you from getting COVID-19. It's just going to prevent the side effects that you get and also slow the spread. So that's what that is. That the vaccine is essentially for yourself and for those who are around you. Got that out the way. Just had to get that out. Other than that, I had a question with coming back and dealing with the parents, because I've never been in an educational setting, but I've had to deal with some of these parents, going to work with my mom, who was a counselor for who was in the school system for 50 plus years, going and having to deal with those parents. I just want to know, Coach, how do you, because I was ready to throw hands with him and I was only 20. He was like 40 something. I just want to know, how do you stay so calm dealing with some of these parents? Because you got to love them because they look out for their kids, but at the same time, some of these parents are a little rowdy.
Well, I'm gonna have to say that I've been blessed to have great parental support. And I think that when you're genuine with people, then they understand, and then they're a little more compliant. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had some of those parents that are non-compliant to the program, but I always, try to be honest and genuine, and that's how it's been with me. A lot of times, what I tell parents they don't like, but I try to be honest with them about whatever the situation is.
Okay. Did you go over the comments yet?
Yeah, so a few comments here since you've been on, Coach. We have comments from, let's see, go back up to a little bit higher. So shouts out, and if I say the names wrong, please, I apologize. Rhea Fleming, she says,
Raya.
or Raya Fleming says,
Right.
yes, Coach. See, I can't do it like y'all ladies be doing it, buddy. But she said, yes, Coach.
It was the attempt. I give you an E for effort.
Thank you. We have Doobie TV says, yay, Coach Darrin. Nathaniel says, I see you, Coach. Kimberly Van Zant says, yes, my cousin. TG Dad says, hey, Doobie. So we got a lot of Doobies going
a whole
on.
conversation with
Man.
them. They having a conversation in the comment section.
Camille White says, let's go, Coach. Emil White says, yay, Coach White. Is that Cheyenne says, I see you, Coach. Miss Williams says there's a lot of misinformation about COVID and the vaccines that is hard to counteract.
Man.
Then Cheyenne says, don't get that jab, meaning the vaccine. Let's see. Miss Williams says, I think the fact that it is new causes concern for people. They don't understand how it was developed so quickly. And I've seen so many posts.
I was like,
I've seen so many people say it's been 45 years since they had AIDS and can't find a cure, but it takes only 1 year to find a vaccine for COVID. So,
I mean, well, it's got to be a cure. Somebody talk the magic.
Matter of fact, let me get Magic Johnson on the line real quick.
Somebody get Irvin on the line.
Irvin Magic Johnson, let's go ahead.
No.
All right, and now.
No, okay.
No.
He's an NBA Hall of Famer from the Los Angeles Magic. Los Angeles Magic.
What?
Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, he just hung up. Damn.
It's a meme going around saying that the only person they trusted with a virus is Magic Johnson. I've seen that. More respect to people in the HIV and AIDS community. I know they still have it. You know, I commend them. You know, for doing what they have to do to live with that. But y'all petty for that. Leave Magic out of here.
Robert Southgate says the youth need to get the vaccine. There are too many children ending up in the ICU, and sadly, some are dying. The ages from 2 to about 54, and all have not had the vaccine.
I can attest to that. I have a friend. She works. My friend whose boyfriend's cousin is Jeremiah Haydale. She works in
Two friends removed.
Two friends removed. She works in the Houston medical system, so she sees these numbers, and she told me that now infants are contracting it because they're being born with it.
And
so this is just.
And Bunny, I know you already had the vaccine a while back, but it's a personal story to my lady and someone who she knows. Like, her job is now mandating that they get the vaccine.
So is mine.
However, she's pregnant. Like, I want to say maybe 6-7 months pregnant, and she's worried about getting the vaccine because it may affect her pregnancy. But she doesn't want to lose her job. So now she's kind of stuck in the cross between, should I get the vaccine or should I go ahead and just lose my job?
Cite religious reasons.
And I was thinking that she should kind of, and Coach, if you know about it, and for people who's watching, let us know so we can inform this person. But is there a way that pregnancy can be a reason you cannot get the vaccine?
Oh, wow. Yeah, my daughter. I don't know if my daughter just gave birth. I think my grandbaby is maybe 4 months, and if I'm not mistaken, my daughter may have been pregnant when she got vaccinated, and I don't know if it happened afterwards or before, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I couldn't give her any advice on that.
I'm not that deep of a medical professional.
Yeah, now Ms. Williams did say the vaccine has been shown to be safe for pregnant women. Let me go back to it. For pregnant women. COVID, on the other hand, isn't.
I'm sorry. She reminded me.
I've heard that too. I got my first shot when it wasn't confirmed. My second shot, my pregnancy was confirmed. I mean, it's to each his own. That's why I said I don't knock it. I'm not the vaccine police or the you gotta do this or that. When people ask, I don't get in that. Everybody has their own right and their belief. Now, if people are misinformed, and that doesn't help if you're misinformed, spreading misinformation. But in general, I'm not pro and pushing it, or I'm against it. It is what it is. But the situation, if you took COVID out of this, they recommended me to take the flu shot when I was for my first pregnancy, and I didn't. And I didn't get the flu. The baby turned out all right, from what I could tell. So,
Stay tuned.
I
Let me
didn't
stop.
so,
Wait, no. Oh my God. Bunny, I'm not. Turned out fine. Turned out fine.
wait till you get off camera, or at least wait till the show over.
Look. Turned out fine. Your baby turned out great, okay?
Couldn't ask for nothing better.
Y'all trying to start something, I'm going to finish.
Who was y'all? I'm on your side. Where did this
You know how
y'all
we
come
are.
from?
When we say y'all, we going to get all y'all together, okay?
Damn, by
Coach,
association.
they showing their colors, Coach. It's not
Yeah,
real.
but I just wanted to make sure that you see I'm quiet.
Okay, Coach. I appreciate that. And now, Coach, side note, I respect you because you're a woman basketball coach, and my sister's one of the assistant basketball coaches for B-side. But she talks good. She talks Coach Goodwin, so thank Goodwin.
Okay.
CA's basketball program. So you're on the good side, so you're good.
She good people too.
Crazy. No, look, now she crazy. My baby good. Suzanne is crazy.
Wait.
So a few comments from Philly Flipper and also from Robert Southgate. Robert was saying that he got it and did not have any problems, and some may be immune to it, but I think the biggest thing that people, you're right. So the biggest thing that people need to realize about this whole pandemic is that we can't have the mindset that it's only just about you.
That's right.
That's the biggest thing that people are forgetting. They keep saying, well, and for those who had it and didn't suffer from it, thank you, bless your heart, the whole nine. But the thing is that we still have to think about other people. We cannot be selfish about this whole pandemic because it's not just about us. There's someone else who, one little touch, all of a sudden the whole world is rocked. Mm-hmm. So we have to remember about other people. That's the most we'll talk about this pandemic. But Coach, another serious question I have to ask you.
Okay. Someone
that you may know. Malika White says, "Yes, that's my daddy." Do you know that woman? Who's that lady?
That's my daughter, Malika. As a matter of fact, last weekend I had to go to CVS with Malika because since she's a baby, she's been afraid of getting the shot, and she clowned a little bit in CVS, but we got her done, got her first shot. So, yeah.
That's what's up. So shouts out to you, Malika. Shouts out to everyone who's watching the platform Sports Talk Show right now. We definitely appreciate all the love, all the comments. Keep it coming. We got y'all covered. Stan, why don't you go ahead and ask our special guest the question we all like to ask our guest.
I will do that. But before we get into that, I just want to say two things. We were talking about making sure you have the right information. I just want to put these two things out there because I've been around the vaccine and the tests. Mm-hmm. The vaccine has no active variants of the virus in it. Let's just go ahead and get that out there. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. All right, cool. And also, ain't no 5G towers causing COVID. I ain't forget y'all said that last year. I ain't forget that. Y'all was strong on that. It's the 5G.
Please stop that mess.
Stop that. But Coach White, as a guest here on the Platform Sports Talk Show, we have to lace you with that good old question. Can you tell us the moment you first fell in love with sports?
Wow. So I got a couple of cousins that I grew up with, me and my brother and my cousins, and we used to collect baseball and football cards. Back to Fran Tarkenton, George Foreman. I'm not George Foreman, running back for the Minnesota Vikings. We had Tony Dorsett. We used to trade amongst each other. We fell in love with the boxing, the baseball, football. So we came up doing those things. And at the age of 9, that's when I started playing football, Little League football. And I've been playing sport. I've been an athlete or involved in sports all my life.
Okay. And what was that very first sport that you played, Coach?
Football. Yeah, football. I love football. Is my
Really?
passion. Yeah, I love football. That was my favorite sport coming up, and I'm gonna tell you, uh, one of the things that drive me to push individuals, no matter how big they are, no matter how tall they are, no matter how short they are. When I played uh, for Northwest High School, my dream was to play professional football. That was my dream. And an individual told me, "Man, you never play professional football." I said, "Why?" He said, "I don't care how good you are, you're too little." So, and when I graduated college, I think I went to a football game. I'm looking at uh, Isaac Bruce, Terry Holt. Those are little bitty guys, and I was like, man, this dude crushed my dream. And so I know that no matter what the size is, no matter what the height is, you can whatever you want to do is you're capable of doing it if you want to, if the drive is there.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the
It's the
fight.
size of the fight in the dog. Yes.
All right now.
Doobie TV
Damn, I
says
felt like
he
Snob
loves
just
all sports. Is that right, Coach?
I'm sorry.
Doobie TV on YouTube says he loves all sports.
I love all sports. And I watch. So I'm a sports advocate. Avid. So I watch sports a lot. I do, Sunday football, NFL football, Saturday college football, Tuesday night, Thursday night college basketball. So I do a lot of sports. I dominate the TV in the family room.
Take it over. So
Red zone.
Outside of football, what was the next sport that you played?
So a lot of people don't know this, but my father was a track coach, and although he wasn't uh, a big part of my life, track was special to me too. I was actually, track was my thing. I think that was my the biggest. That was the best. That was my biggest talent was track. So I ran track. Track was my next sport I watched track on TV. I watched collegiate championships, world championships, Olympics. So track is my next love.
Okay. And we've had plenty of guests in the past that we like to ask this question, but how big is it to you? Was it for you while you was a young athlete, and even now about playing multiple sports?
How important was it for me to play multiple sports?
Yes.
So I played multiple sports, but I didn't understand as a kid. See, I didn't have a lot of. It was my mother was a single parent, and she raised us the best way she could. She did a very good job, but she wasn't that knowledgeable about sports. My brothers and I, we played. We would play every opportunity we could, any sport we could, whether it was football in the park or football with an organization. So I didn't understand how important it was at the time. But as I got older, I understand. And that's because I had good coaches or great coaches as a kid. I think that's kind of what molded and shaped me the way I am now is because of the coaches that coached me.
Nice. So you said that your mother was single parent and you had a lot of other siblings. Is that correct?
Well, it was three of us,
Okay.
2 brothers, 2 boys, 3 boys. I had a younger brother and my brother. I'm the oldest of 3. So my middle brother, he and I did a lot of stuff together. We when it came to athletics, if I played football, he played football. I ran track, he ran track. And I can't say that he followed me in it. We just did it. Like, we just wanted to be involved in athletics. That's just something that we did and we love. And we both still, like I coach, even though he has his primary job, he do a lot of refereeing and umpiring baseball.
So, see, Doobie TV says that you watch the game and then ESPN on the same game.
Hey, that's how you gotta do it.
Right. Then let's see. We have a question from let's see, is that Lamia Washington? Says, ask him what made you choose to coach basketball over football, and she has a LOL.
So Lamia, that's my daughter.
Okay.
So what made me? She knows the answer to the question. I made all my girls play basketball, so they all play basketball. I coached all my girls. So I coached JFL football as well.
Okay.
So I got to a point to where I had either stop coaching them or stop coaching football, and I chose to coach the girls coach basketball because my daughters played. I had to do something that they loved and that I love to do, that we could all grow together. And I could still, and I guess it was a way for me to be totally involved in everything they did.
Definitely understand that. Understand that. Let's see. Vicky Triplet says, Coach could have made it, but he just needed to stay clean.
I need to do what?
Say, the coach could have made it, I guess, but he just needed to stay clean. That was from Vicky Triplet.
So I don't. So I don't know. Well, I guess when she says stay clean, I guess that meant. I don't know what she mean by that.
Vicky, please elaborate.
Yeah, Vicky, elaborate. Yes.
Yeah,
we got Coach stumped over here.
Right. We like what?
And also,
Right.
a couple comments.
So Vicky,
they named
Vicky is my favorite cousin. I'm not sure what she understands.
Okay, yeah, Vicky, just go. If you can, just retype that and
What
further
you mean by
elaborate.
stay clean,
Yeah. He like, stay clean. What you mean clean? I'm clean. Look at me now.
I'm so like, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm like, hold on. Stay clean. Wait.
Hey, I'm sorry. Which comment were you referring to?
Earlier, Northwest High School. What class are you from Northwest?
84.
Oh, okay. Hey, nothing wrong with it.
No.
Good year.
Good, very good year.
Decade. We age back over here.
Very good year.
Okay.
84. Let's see here. Robert Southgate. I think he mentioned the running back from Minnesota, Chuck Foreman.
Chuck Foreman. Yeah. I said George Foreman, but I meant Chuck Foreman. Yeah. Chuck Foreman. That was one of my favorite running backs. Chuck Foreman. Fran Tarkenton was my favorite quarterback back in the day. We just used to, my brothers and my cousin, we used to trade cards all the time. We used to collect cards.
Nice. So
my favorite running back of all time, still Steven Jackson. Still.
Let's see.
You don't. Please tell me you're lying.
Nope. He's still my favorite. Still my favorite. Still my favorite. He's still the all-time leading rusher for the Rams organization. Still my favorite.
This the one time I'ma say, if you like it, I don't love it. But go ahead.
Still my favorite. So what he always used to try to sidestep when he got the ball. That was what he did.
I was going to say Steven Jackson was a little soft.
Man, well, look, he wasn't soft when he was trying to get that contract in Atlanta. That boy was running straight through, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, you trying to leave. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, if only he had a team while he with the Rams.
Man, if he had the team that's there now, or while Gurley was running, that boy would have been a beast.
Yeah. And he may get robbed from being a Hall of Famer because he didn't have a better team around him during that time.
Yeah, that offensive line make a difference.
Yeah, most definitely.
Speaking of Gurley, where is he now? Since he left the Rams,
he's a free agent.
Yep.
Still?
No one wants him for real because of his knees.
Yeah, he can't stay. He can't stay healthy.
After he re-aggravated that knee, that was all she wrote.
So, Coach, what sports did you play while in high school?
Oh man, football, basketball, track. Wrestling. As a matter of fact, I wrestled my freshman year and was pretty good at wrestling. So my football coach was George Simmons, and and he was the wrestling coach as well. So the very next year, as a sophomore, I got moved up to varsity, and I played running back, and got to touch the ball a couple of times. So I thought I was a prima donna, and I wasn't going back to wrestle. Said, hey, so coach like, White, you coming to wrestle? And I said, Coach, no, my mama said I got to come home. I remember that. I remember telling him that because I didn't want to tell him that I didn't want to wrestle. I actually went. I had a coach who was trying to help me run indoor track, so I went back and ran indoor track rather than wrestle.
Okay, nice. Once again, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show, a jam-packed show we have had today. I am your boy Smoooth.
Oh, jam.
Along with
Stanton, baby.
And it's your girl, Bunny.
And we have special guest,
Coach Darrin White.
There you go. No rehearse. Yeah. He knew it. He was ready for it, people. So once again, incredible show. Keep on coming up with the comments, y'all, so we can go ahead and interact with y'all before we let the coach go, which should be a long time from now. So don't worry. We got plenty of stuff to unravel with the coach.
Coach got curfew, just like he put curfew on his players. He's like, I can't be up all night. School's about to get started.
I know, probably already is started.
So Bonnie, a lot of times I try to get to bed early, but I hardly ever get to bed at a decent time. A lot of time, even though it's not basketball season, I find myself involved in a lot of basketball stuff, whether it's looking at film or taking notes or completing my notes from the summer. Sometimes it'll keep me up later than what's normal. Yeah, and the closer we get to basketball season, the more involved I am.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. That's why you should try to enjoy this time now, going a bit early, because when basketball season, you're gonna blink and it's here. Them girls are gonna be like, Coach, we ready. We've been conditioning. They come on, Coach. They ready.
That's right. You're right.
Ready for that playoff run. We're gonna get started in October, Coach. Let's go.
Stay tuned.
Hey, COVID or not, they are ready.
That's right.
And your daughter says, "Nah, y'all on with the best, Coach White. Don't forget that part. There you go. We on with the best." That's what's up.
What your boy Cali said, we the best.
Right. And Coach, just with these comments and everything, how does it feel just being able to see and feel so much love that you have been definitely deserving of over these years of coaching?
So it's definitely honoring. It's an honor. I love, when I get that type. So to me, it just says that I made a positive impact on somebody to be able to. So and that's one of the things that I like to give an example of. A lot of former players come back and help me. Even if you go back to my run in 12, I had a former player that was an assistant. My run in 18 and 19, I had former players that were assistant coaches. They've always showed their love. So I think, to me, that's my measuring stick on whether or not I've done something right or I've made an impact. That's the drive for me, for real. The reward is seeing the success of individuals who you had an opportunity to cross paths with.
Nice. So let's go back to your days as an athlete. How would you evaluate yourself as Darrin White, the athlete, back in the day?
Wow. I'm gonna say just average. I'm gonna say just average, and I'm gonna say that because I don't think I had one coach that really drove. My track coach was the one who really drove me, like who talked about being great or talked about being a world-class athlete. Everybody else didn't push like I pushed, and I think that's part of the reason I push so hard is because you don't have to be average, or you can be average and great. or you don't have to be an average athlete. I wasn't. I don't think I was the best athlete out there. You know, I did a lot of things I accomplished, and I tell my athletes all the time, I can't remember a team, whether it was little league, high school, college. I haven't been on a team that was a losing team. I've always been in a winning situation for the most part, and I think I'm just fortunate. Like I just been fortunate to do that. But I was just, if I was to categorize myself, I would say I was just an average athlete.
So senior year is coming. Did you have a lot of big time offers to go to some dope elite colleges?
My senior year?
Yes.
Or are you talking about my players?
Your senior year as an athlete.
You.
Let me tell you. As an athlete, I felt like I made some bad choices because I could have gone to Missouri Baptist, just got a free education, but I chose SEMO, and it wasn't that I didn't love the sport. I just didn't have the correct mentors or the people who could, like I said, my mother didn't know a lot about track, didn't know a lot about athletics, so she couldn't give us guidance in that area. She just knew I wanted to go to college. And she said, "Hey, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna help you do it." And that's exactly what she did. All she wanted to know is how can she help me get there, and she did everything she could as far as getting there. But no, I passed up little stuff trying to shoot for something big that wasn't even really there.
But it's good though that you are sharing this story, because for those who are watching, who may be in a similar situation, maybe trying to think, let's say, I got my eyes only set for Duke or whatever, but maybe your better option at this time could be a JUCO or whatever, just to get you going, maybe for a year or two, and then now let's go Duke, let's go Oregon, let's go Mizzou, let's go Oregon, etc. So it's good for people to hear that.
I'm motivated by my failures, like bad decisions that I made as a kid or as a youngster. Those are some things that motivate me to push my athletes to greatness, like to be great, or to be this is the track. Like, everybody can get a scholarship, but maybe we have to couple it with some academic money. Then you get this academic money and take some of this athletic money, put it together, then you get a free education. I've helped a lot of kids go to school that way. Or now, don't get me wrong, I've coached some special kids. I've had kids to come through and get Division I scholarships, and they deserve them based on their work. But there are some kids who will not play Division I, who will not play Division II, who may have to play NAIA, or maybe take a stint as JUCO, but that don't mean you can't be successful.
Right.
One thing that I take pride in is 90% of the girls that graduated out of my program graduated from college.
Hey.
Oh, that's a big accomplishment.
So hold on, I'm lying. It's only 89%, but I call it.
Come on, coach. Come on, coach. And with that being said, everyone, that's our show with the night. Now I was playing.
I was like, wait.
But that's a true fact. You go back. I can go every year and name them, and you can add them up and do the percentages. That is 89% of my kids that graduated out of my high school, out of my basketball program, graduated from college, and that's my biggest gratification. Like,
that's a big flex.
Championships, yeah, we won championships together. We made state Final Four a few times, but the biggest accomplishment to me is to be able to produce a productive citizen.
Got a comment from Miss Andrea Woods. She says, average athlete, but an incredible man and coach. Now some Andrea Woods.
My daughter's got love for me.
That's what's up, and you deserve it. Like we said earlier. Right now, Cardinals are up 4. I believe it's 4-1.
4-0.
4-0. Adam
Harrison
Wainwright.
Bader is going
Wayno trying to go
crazy.
for that complete game.
Right, and Harrison Bader going for
He's
like
1 out away.
Harrison
That
Bader going
defensive
out there.
player of the game.
Right. He trying to get that what you call it on ESPN, the glove. What's it called?
Top 10. Oh.
I forgot what it was called. It'll come back
Oh,
to
it's
me.
a final. Oh, it's a wrap. I thought that
That's
was
game.
playing.
Yep,
It's
that's
a
game.
wrap.
We
Yep.
out.
Shutout.
That's it.
Cardinals won 2 in a row against Pittsburgh, as they should.
Shout
So-
out Annie. You might be
Vintage
watching.
Wayno.
You not surprised.
Oh, it's called Web Gym. Back then it was called Web
Web
Gym. You know how you try to make an incredible play on the field. They call it a Web Gym.
Yeah.
Bader trying to do that last inning.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the
Vintage
Cardinals.
Shout out to
Wayno
Wayno
and
with the
Yachty
complete
Duval. I love it.
game.
The
Okay.
old man of all people getting the complete game for the team.
11th.
11th career complete game shutout. So Cardinals won 4-0 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Coach, back to you. What made you decide to become a head coach or a coach in general?
So I've been coaching for a long. I've been coaching sports for a long time. The first sport that I coached was track, and I coached track my first year home from my first summer break in college. I came home, coached girls track, and I've always coached girls. I don't know why. I don't know what was special about coaching female athletes, but I've been coaching girls all my life. I've been coaching since the age of like 19, 20. I've been coaching female athletes. I coached, so like I said, football was my love. I started coaching football back in the early 90s at Herbert Hoover.
Okay.
Yeah, I coached at Herbert Hoover with Andre Williams. Me and Andre coached together. I think we went 7 years, and then we turned around again. And after the second year of our second tour, he dropped down and got another team, and then I took over the football team. So I coached football for another 7 to 8 years until So what got me out of football and into basketball was some of the guys on the football team would transition into basketball right after JFL was over, and we would clean up at Herbert Hoover. Like there wasn't no. My brother used to help me coach down at Herbert Hoover, and we would just clean up Herbert Hoover. It was just, we just go down there and win. Either we were first or we were second. We won a lot of championships at Herbert Hoover. And so one year, this is a true story. One year we got in the AAU tournament. I don't know if it was AAU or special, but we went over to Matthew Dickey to play. And I think we made it to the championship game, or it was the game before the championship game. And I was coaching boys. We played against a team called the Bulls. And the Bulls tore us up, just beat us. I mean, it had to be maybe like a 50 ball. We couldn't believe it. So on this team though, and I'm sure John Albert Jr. John Albert third, John,
Yeah.
Jimmy McKinney, Darrin. Can't think of Darrin's last name, but they were on that team. And
Darrin Bone.
Darrin Bone just ran us out the gym. And me as a competitor, I thought about it like, how did we just get blew out? So I stopped coaching football to coach basketball all year round because I wasn't gonna get beat like that again. Like I couldn't have that. That was just. It was just I was too competitive, and I was young and competitive. So I ended up coaching basketball all year round. Then when my daughters got older, I started coaching them. I had to let the boys go, and I started coaching girls. So man, I've been coaching for a while, and it's just been. I think it's my calling, just to coach, just to have this impact in this time on the individuals that I coach.
That's what's up, Coach. So since you said you first started coaching was track and field, Do you still have any of that in you? Because if you don't mind switching sides, the men's Olympic team, horrible with the relays.
My
And
God.
they need somebody to coach them better. We've had 3 Olympics in a row where the relay team can't get their shit together.
Yeah,
So if you still got it in you, coach, go and help them out, bro.
Man, that broke my heart. That broke my heart to see them in those exchanges. But I still coach. I coach high school track at times. I won't be the track coach at Career Academy this year, but in the past, I think the past 6 or 7 years, I've been coaching track as either head coach or assistant coach, and it's only because of my love for track. But my passion or my drive is with girls basketball.
I just want you to switch only during the Olympic season. That's it. Because
it's only every 4 years.
It's been a while, but think about it. Fundamentals never get old, no matter what level. I don't care if you're about high school, college, or these Olympic athletes considered quote unquote pro. The fundamentals still need to be there. Relay team, pass the baton. Come on now, y'all teach that in high school. Y'all teach that even on the track clubs when they're in middle school age. Come on, coach.
That was borderline tragedy. I know and I just it took some air out of me watching. It was hard to watch.
And this is the 3rd Olympic team in a row for the relay. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Paul Lewis was right for calling them out. I'm glad he did.
And for those who didn't watch it, just go on YouTube and put in the men's 4x100 relay, and you'll see the mess that we're referring to. It was so bad, Stan, that they didn't even make it out the freaking heat. Like they didn't even make it out.
They didn't get to the finals to qualify.
Right. They couldn't even qualify for the final because they couldn't even, like Bunny said, the exchange was terrible. They couldn't even get past the heat. They were in 6th place in the heat. So go on YouTube and watch the relay.
Did you just say 6?
Yes.
In the heat, so they make the final. That's why.
So they couldn't even make the final. Couldn't even try to win a medal.
and so, but it brings to the point, coach. You're talking about you're dealing with high school women and young ladies, and you're coaching basketball, but even football, like your love for track and field, the fundamentals at this part of your life, you're dealing with teenagers, and we're talking about adults. The fundamentals, you never need to lose it. You need to learn it at a certain age because you get older, you still need some of these fundamentals. It does not ever get thrown out the window.
I agree. Well, sometimes when you have people who are great athletically, they sometimes forget what's best fundamentally, or some of the fundamentals. You know, they sometimes think they can bypass, the work because they're so good or so athletic. So that may be part of the problem with the men's.
And coach, you seem like you are a straight to the point, straightforward guy. So would you say that you get more out of coaching women than you do coaching men or boys?
Let me tell you the reason that I started coaching girls or women, young women, because of my daughters. My daughters play basketball. They didn't want to do nothing else. I tried to make them run track. They didn't like that. It's too much. They couldn't run track. So they wanted to play basketball. So we played basketball. We did basketball. That's the reason that I started. But the reason that I stayed with coaching young women is because they are so much more loyal than the guys are. If you get a young woman that trusts you and trusts what you're doing, they will go to the end of the earth. And I just been fortunate to have some good people. I've been able to coach good people, I've coached good families. So that's been a blessing of mine, just to been able to have. I've had some great people in my path as far as coaching is concerned. But I love the loyalty that the young ladies have when it comes to athletics. And I see it. I see it every day in comparison to male athletes in male sports. The young ladies are just way more loyal.
I think it's just in our DNA. We can't help it. You know how it. Chris Brown had that song.
I was waiting on it.
Ain't loyal, and I'm like, maybe that's that 1% that he knows, but there's plenty more that are. It's in our DNA. We'll say that in a heartbeat that men aren't.
he was saying it in that scenario when the person with more money than who you with. He was talking about the gold diggers. He was talking about all women. He was just talking about the gold diggers.
That's what I said. It was that 1% that he knows.
Oh, that's more than 1%. That's more than 1%. That's about a smooth 22. But you know.
Now see, here we go again. Don't start that one B number.
But
Come on.
Oh my God, you.
Coach.
That's why Coach know what Coach is right. He said he stays quiet because he know it get ugly.
You
So
said, don't start nothing, won't be
Coach
nothing,
has
huh,
been
buddy?
around women long enough and young ladies to know.
That's
Let
right.
the cat
That's
fight
right.
be the cat fight, but the ladies, I stay out of it. See, sound just like my daddy. Such a smart man.
So, Coach, what was that moment that you would say in your career that you felt like you finally made it, that you arrived as a head coach or as a coach in general?
Wow. So, you know, and I don't know if I've even, like, I'm still climbing that ladder. But I guess one of the best moments that I could say is winning 200 games. My 200th victory. That was big for me. And even though, and I think when we won the 200, my 200th game, you know, it was big for me. And I kind of celebrated to myself, you know, big moment. And we got on the bus to come back home to St. Louis, and one of my assistant coaches said, "Hey, Coach, that was 200. You did it. It was 200." So that was it. But I had already celebrated. I had already told myself, like, man, like that was it. We won 200 games. So that was one of the biggest highlights. One of the things that kind of, I would say, helped to solidify my career, like, so far.
And earlier, as I was doing the intro for you, I was looking at your accolades and so many district championships, conference championships. So it looks like the only thing that you're waiting on next is the big one, the state championship.
Yeah, you know, and like I said earlier, now don't get me wrong, that day is going to come. It's going to come, and I just, you know, trust in what I do, trust in my family, my friends, my help, my coaches, the players. I trust that, you know, with the way we work, that at some point that's going to come. I agree with you. That has been elusive in this stretch as a head coach. But I don't have a doubt in my mind that at some point we're gonna win a state championship at some point. But the biggest part of my success comes from the people who's come through the program and and I would like to think that something they got from me helped them along the way. Mm-hmm. As far as graduating college, being able to get compete on a collegiate level, you know, that's a different beast than high school level. Mm-hmm. So being able to having them prepared to compete on the collegiate level, those kind of things are big successful points to me. But that state championship coming, just stay tuned.
There we go. That's one of my favorite two words. Stay tuned. I love it. So tell us about your team right now at Clyde C. Miller Career Academy. Tell us about your girls. What should people be looking forward to this upcoming season?
So I really, I like to tell, I have I keep telling people that I got a really young team. And when I say young, I don't mean as far as age is concerned, because I think we got about 3 or 4 juniors, 2 seniors, and like 3 sophomores. So I think that we got a balance as far as, but when I say young, I mean like playing experience. So what we tried to do this summer was give them some playing experience on a high level. And we did it, and we did a great job at it. I got a senior point guard who's going to do some phenomenal things this year. She's a small package, but she packed a big punch. and I have another senior, Kelsey Harris, who's going to be able. I think this summer. I seen her come into her own, so she's going to be able to bring us help us bring a lot of get a lot of successful milestones this year. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be pretty good. We're gonna be decent.
And we have a comment from Tyler and Aberlin on YouTube. Say, we love you, Coach. One of the reasons I knew how to go so hard.
So, Breland Rackley graduated in 2013, and she went on to, as a matter of fact, she went to Atlanta, a JUCO in Atlanta, and then she ended up getting her last 2 years at Clayton State in Georgia. And Breland was a very hard worker, and she come from a basketball family. So she was a very hard worker. As a matter of fact, she even played in that JUCO top 50 players. She had an opportunity to play in that game. So that just says a lot about her work ethic and her hard work. You know, I'm telling you, I've been blessed to have a lot of players to come through our program that has represented us well. That you don't like the Shanity James, Brennan Farrar. You know, it's a lot of girls who've come through the program who've done very well on the collegiate level and who are now in the professional world. As a matter of fact, Shanity plays professional basketball and overseas. So she's been playing. I mean, I was texting with her mom the other day, and her mom said she's been playing this game 21 years strong. So just give you an idea of how
21 years strong.
Right, just the different individuals that I've come across, or the talent that has come through the program.
Now, is this 21 years altogether, or is this 21 years in the professional league?
So Shan has to be Shan has to be I'm talking about from a baby to now.
Okay.
Shan, I guess Shan is about 27, 28 maybe, and so she's been playing basketball all her life.
Okay. That's what's up.
And she started at Herbert Hoover, or she started. No, I take that back. She didn't start at Herbert Hoover. She started playing with the Rebels, I think, or somebody. And now she's playing overseas. She's been playing basketball all her life.
That's what's up. That's the dedication.
So,
that stick-to-itiveness.
When it comes to your seniors, we know it's a bittersweet moment. You have your senior that you've been coaching for 4 years, and then they leaving. Here come freshmen. Is it more of a okay? We are back on. Sorry about that, y'all. We was asking the coach about is it bittersweet in regards to having your seniors come and go. And coach, if you don't mind, just one more time, because we once again lost connection for a quick second. Let us know how it feels.
Yeah, I was just saying it's definitely bittersweet, and I'm really proud of the young ladies that come through the program and they're able to be successful on the next level because I was saying that they have staying power. Like they stay. They go, they play, and they stay, and they finish what they go to do. Like very seldom do I have a young lady that don't finish what they're starting to do. So, and that 89% is just proof of that. You know, they go and they stay and they graduate. Whether they play basketball or not, they go and graduate from college, and that's the end goal. That's the end. That's the end point that we want to get to, is be a productive citizen in society. We get so many bad stories that I just feel good about the great ones.
And over these last few years, and this is something that we like to ask our coaches as well, but with peer pressure, with social media going on, you know, a lot of kids can be really influenced by what they see or what they hear or whatever's going on around them. How difficult is it now to coach this generation of kids that you're coaching now?
Well, I like to think that I've been able to adjust and deal with the time that we're living in now. The other thing is it's not as difficult because now there are definitely, this is definitely a different generation, a different type of kid, a different type of athlete, and they are used to certain things, and sometimes they it's hard to get them to buy in. But once they want, and with females, once they buy in, then they're there. And I want to give a shout out to my parents. I got a very good parent core, and I get my parents have, I've always had good parental support, and that's important. That's an important part of the success of any program, anything you do. If you got good parental support, then it's going to be, you got a good shot at doing some good things.
And just from what I've been seeing over the last few years, it looks like it's really become a hotbed in regards to girls basketball in here in St. Louis, or just in Missouri overall.
Man, I'm going to say this. St. Louis, in my opinion, St. Louis has always had great female athletes and great female basketball teams. I think we just don't get the publicity that other regions get. But St. Louis, I've always been able to go and have success somewhere else. When it came to coaching basketball, in our St. Louis teams now, our girls, AAU or select teams now, they are doing very well across the map, not just one or two. Like, you got the Bradley Beal Elite, the Midwest Elite. They just, I'm just hearing the great things and great stories about all of those teams. And you're right. I can't say that it's just now becoming a hotbed. I think there's people starting to know that this is a hotbed for girls basketball. We got some great programs here.
So, Coach, do you require your players, once the season's over with, to join the AAU or summer basketball team, or do any conditioning in the off season?
So again, your off season determine your postseason preparation. So I like to think that now, and I'm not going to say it's a requirement, but these kids that I have, these girls that I have, they got drive and they don't want to stop. We was on a dead period a couple of weeks ago. Hey, coach, hey man, this dead period. We can't do nothing. We're gonna sit down. Your body needs to rest. You got to recover. To take these 2 weeks and recover, because we're gonna grind when you come back. And so that type, these girls have drive. So they all play AAU basketball. And when I was Bonnie, when I was talking about getting them some quality work, that's what I meant. They all play AAU basketball. We do the AAU stuff. We do the select stuff, and we also had a great month of June where we played different team camps and different summer leagues.
Gotcha. Oh, another question. I meant to ask you earlier when Smoooth asked about, is it bittersweet when your senior is about to graduate? So when I was talking to Coach Stringer last week, Coach Stringer is hands-on, even though she has her kids that are getting commits and offers. She's like, she's just not there to say, okay, here, this school is offering y'all this, or I'm going to help you, just get the offer or even commit to a school. She's more hands-on with, okay, how much does it cost? If they're offering you a full ride, what does it include? Is it room and board, tuition? Like, she's hands-on with everything. She's like, the math has to make sense. So are you that way as well, that you're, when your players are getting offers from different colleges, are you like looking at everything, not just a school wants you?
So the first thing that I try to get my athletes to understand is that you want to be with a coach that want you. Like, if somebody come out and say, hey, that's the first thing. It got to be a coach that recruit you or that want you. Like sometimes I might have a player who maybe getting a full ride over here, but then over here they got a coach that not giving them all the money and not giving them, but they want to be over here because this is a better program. They think this is but this is the coach that want you over here. So and you definitely have. And I was talking earlier about how we balance out some athletic money with academic money. So it's just the whole. So to answer your question, yes, I am in it as for the only thing I don't do, Bonnie, is make the choice. I want you to make the choice. All I can do is put the dirty glass next to the clean glass and you decide which one you want to drink out of. So I just kind of give them what this is what they're offering, this is what it is. And I kind of let the family because you're the one who have to be at the school, you're the one who have to deal with the coach, or you're the one who has to walk the walk. All I want to do is give you the options and let you determine which one. But I'm definitely going to tell you which one I think is best for you, and then you can decide based on what's best for you. That's the approach I take.
And Tyler and Brilliant agreed with you earlier. Says those are facts. We just don't get the love for it. We have the numbers in regards to all the talent in St. Louis. So definitely don't get enough love and need to. And keep on doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know what they're missing out on. And let's continue to get more love shown out to the Lou and all around the Missouri area as well.
Always.
Definitely got to show love. Let me see. Bring up. There we go. Okay. Bring Bunny back into the game. So, a question I like to always also, ask the coaches. Do you feel that Missouri should embrace getting a shot clock in high school basketball?
To be perfectly honest, it don't matter to me. I would like the only reason I would want to see a shot clock is because it would change the coaching, the coaching style. You gotta come up with a different style. It's a different way to coach when you're coaching against a shot clock versus no shot clock. But I'm okay with where it is, or it's just not that big of a deal to me as far as the shot clock. Now, I do think that if there was a shot clock in high school basketball, it would better prepare athletes to make the adjustment on the next level. But clearly, it's not a necessity because they make that adjustment every day.
Got you. Are you doing any camps at all?
So I do a camp every year. I do in the month of June. We do a free camp. I had a nice turnout this year, even in COVID. We had a good turnout. I think we had like 20 to 25 kids every day. We didn't want to do much more than that. I think 50 was our limit, but we didn't want to do much more than 20 or 25. And what I do is it's a free camp. They come in and they get to learn. We put them with groups based on their skill set, and we work kids out. We have fun. We have big contests every day, and big contests at the end where we give away trophies and T-shirts to every camper. Get a T-shirt. Every camper got every winner got a trophy. So we do a camp every year, month of June. And my basketball team, they are the camp counselors. They do the instructing and the guiding and that kind of stuff.
Nice. That's what's up. Once again, this has been an incredible show tonight. The Platform Sports Talk Show. Shouts out to our earlier special guest co-host Craig Blac, came through and had a wonderful conversation, wonderful debate with Stan about KD.
I still ain't get my answer. I still ain't get my answer. I want to know the other stars on this Heat team in 2010, 2011.
Google it.
Wasn't none.
Birdman.
No, that was 12. He came on 11, 12.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So he had guys like Joel Anthony.
Yes, he had Joel Anthony, and them ain't stars. Who the other dude? James? No, James Jones wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. It was after. It was the next year. That's when he started winning. But Coach, what is something that you want people to? Let me say, if it goes to your legacy, how do you want your legacy to be remembered?
Well, so we've won. I've won, plenty of games, and I don't know if, state championship was the biggest. I mean, that's that we all want to win the state championship, but I really want people to remember me as a coach who pushed individuals to their greatest potential and produce great citizens. I just want to be able to help somebody become a productive citizen. I want to produce productive citizens. Like you can't. Athletics has a lot of impact on individuals' character and how they approach life. And I'm hoping that something that I'm doing or something that they get from me, if it's just a little bit, that can help them be productive somewhere else in life or help them be a productive citizen somewhere else in life. That's what I just want to be remembered as the coach who wanted me to be all I can be.
That's what's up. Stanley, do you have any?
I have no questions. I do, however, have this quote-unquote superstar Miami Heat roster. If you all would employ these names. I don't know why they got the first one on this list as Udonis Haslem, but okay. You got Udonis Haslem, you got D-Wade, LeBron, Chris Bosh, Mario Chalmers, Joel Anthony, James Jones was with the team.
Oh, okay, he was.
Juwan Howard.
Yes, he sure was.
Mike Miller.
Yeah.
Dexter Pittman.
No.
Eddie House.
Yeah.
Mike Bibby.
Yeah.
Carlos Arroyo.
Yep.
Keith Askins. Jamal McGlory. Eric Dampier. Ron Rothstein. And LeBron's best friend in the whole wide league, Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
He did play for them for that
Forgot he came over with them.
Well, alrighty then.
Y'all hear all them superstars? Y'all hear that super loaded team?
It was a plethora of them. I forgot Mike Bibby played for the Heat.
Man, I forgot Mike Bibby used to be skinny.
Yeah, now, boy.
That boy looked like he did a whole 15 in the pen.
I talked about the man, the hairline, and the receiving line.
No, he's not fat.
Now you talking about weight.
No,
he's not
he
fat.
ain't talking about fat.
I'm talking like
being
muscle
fit.
kind. Like
right.
that dude came back looking like he did 15 in the pen.
Right.
I'm like, wait.
Coach, what's your thoughts right now on the college game in women's basketball and also the WNBA? I had the not me, but I sent a comment last week to Coach Stringer, and just seeing like the influx of talent that you're seeing in the WNBA now, it's getting crazy. It looks like they're marketing certain players to really bring the game to a higher level. But what are your thoughts? And for those watching the show right now, what are your thoughts on the state of college basketball and also the WNBA?
Well, I think that because I think we're starting to recognize what the talents that the college women or the WNBA women, the talents are just being more. I can't say that they haven't always been talented. We're just starting to give them the props that they deserve now, and I think that's big in college basketball and in professional basketball.
Shout out my wife Skylar Diggins, even though she got married.
And like even for instance, for the first time ever, you're going to have a woman gracing the cover NBA 2K, Candace Parker, making history. So it should be out on the Legends edition of NBA 2K22 coming up this year. But Coach, this has been an incredible interview with you. Glad that we was able to have you on, and to your people who watched the show today, thank you very much. Please make sure that y'all subscribe, follow us, like, share, all that great stuff to the platform Sports Talk Show. Give us that good old follow. And once again on YouTube, subscribe, click on that. Because anytime we go live,
all y'all, you will be notified.
There we go. To Craig Blac, thank you very much for being part of the
Man,
show.
that happened.
Yes. Ms. Williams, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Once the show ends, it will be archived right away on all the different social media types. And we're going to add some additional ways to watch our show in the future. So keep on growing and growing, y'all. We have another great show for you next week as well. once again, Craig Blac, thank you. DJ Snow 2 times, thank you. Malik the King, Buffy, the whole gang that was upstairs, all love, made music.
Everybody named Mama.
Man.
Craig Blac, everybody named Mama here.
It was fun. Joe, thank you very much for being on the show earlier. Shouts out to you, Stan. It was good to have you back, brother.
Man, real quick before we go, shout out to the women's national team. They also won gold.
You know what? Speaking of which, let's go ahead and show them love.
Messing up her first name, Aja Wilson.
There we go. Matter of fact, let me show everybody. So on the top you have the ladies.
St. Louis, another prominent player on the WNBA roster. Come on, St. Louis.
There it is.
Come on.
There it is.
Shout out that boy Tatum, got that gold.
Yeah, so right now you see on your screen the ladies up top won the gold. They haven't lost a game in like 25 years, y'all. So
Bomb.com, y'all already know.
Hey,
lost yet.
Man, I don't think they can even spell loss or lose. And then on the bottom, you see the men. They held things down. Right, there we go. Men held things down. And Jason Tatum representing. That's a hint for next week's show. That's a hint.
I just really wish Bradley Beal could have made it, but dang on COVID.
Yeah, dang on COVID. But yeah, so, and also, let's go ahead and give a shout out as we stick to the theme with the ladies. Let's also give a shout out. Let me make sure I pull this up real quick. Let's see. Let's give a shout out because now she's the most decorated
track Olympian
in the world. Yes. Let's show her some love.
Past JJK because JJK was holding it down all these years too.
Yeah.
Was the most decorated track and field athlete.
And keeping with the ladies still, this you know, y'all just take over, Bundy. Just
We
take
on the roll,
over.
'cause
You know
we
what I'm saying? Take it over. But for the first time ever, Mizzou has hired a lady. We have Desiree Reed Francois. She came from UNLV. She also used to be in the SEC years back with Tennessee and I believe Vanderbilt. But she is now Mizzou's new AD. And Coach, I want to ask you this question while we're at it. We know now that you have the name, image, likeness. It's taken over already. Certain high school seniors are skipping out their seasons to go right to college, etc. What are your thoughts on this big change that happened in college sports?
You mean skipping to go to the pros or skipping the senior season to go to the college?
That along with just the name, image, and likeness now becoming a big thing in college sports. Now,
yeah. So this thing with amateur athletes getting paid, and I think that it's a move forward for certain individuals, and because I mean, like, these universities are riding the backs of athletes, you know. So we should get compensated for it. That's how I feel like that a lot of the athletes should be compensated for their contribution to making this university as big and great as it is. And that's just my personal opinion.
Chris Webber's story was crazy. Like, you remember, he told that story plenty of times. Like, man, I'm barely making it by. Y'all got my jersey on sale for $40, $50.
Yeah. Wow. Exactly.
But that was the early 90s, and look how many students then are in the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know with the name, image, likeness, I know we equate, because these universities, again, I would say this asterisk, while they're talking about their public universities or even private ones, and they're not for profit, hypocrisy at its best, because y'all profit off of students there and weren't getting paid.
That's right.
But even for the non-big revenue sports, such as, you know,
lacrosse,
water polo, and gymnastics, and other sports.
Oh no, you gotta take gymnastics off that list, Bunny. Gymnastics been getting it popping ever since it was the girl from Notre Dame that was taking social media by storm. People have been paying attention to gymnastics on the collegiate level now. At least I have.
It's not paying attention, it's the money.
Oh, the money. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. Not the paying attention. I don't care if you pay attention or not, because people don't pay attention to some D1 schools, and then all of a sudden they become a good Final Four run, and all of a sudden, okay. Because how many people knew about Virginia Commonwealth up until Shaka Smart was out there?
Mm-hmm.
But they've been D1 for forever,
what you
so I
trying
don't
to
care
say?
paying attention. It's like the money because they're generating money for you all. But
That's
it's
right.
just the sports that don't generate a lot of money, but look, these athletes, men and women, are able to make money because a regular college student can go to work at a restaurant, work at a store, and they make money, and they even on academic scholarships sometimes too. So what's the difference?
Not much.
Hypocrisy at its best. That's why I call NCAA a cartel, and the cartel is crumbling down slowly but surely.
The cartel.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They got too much power and money, and if you say something the wrong way, do they not make you disappear? Put them suspensions on your school. Put this athlete to shush. Like, no, you lose your scholarship. Come on now.
Got a point.
They make stuff and people disappear real fast. They have money and power, but slowly but surely the tide is turning.
Bunny, I can tell like that vein just be popping all the time. You talking about college sports.
I do, because it makes me mad.
sports.
Because my community has been affected way too much by it, and we got
Yeah.
the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
And especially HBCUs are my pride and joy. And we lost a lot of athletes to these other institutions who weren't paying them kids. So y'all gonna take the talent from HBCUs, send them to the other institutions, still not pay them, and they making y'all millions, and y'all not for profit. How many people are in debt, student loans? Come on now, y'all. The hypocrisy just gets on my nerves. That's all.
Yeah. Well, once again, everyone, thank you for being part of the show. It's been great. Definitely tune in. Thank you, Coach. If you don't mind, Coach, just stay on after we end the stream. For everybody else, check us out next Wednesday. Another great show in store. It keeps getting better and better. It's the Platform Sports Talk Show. I am your boy, Smooth.
And I'm standing, baby, Bulls in 5.
Okay, and it's your girl, Bunny.
And also we have special guests.
Coach White.
There we go. When it's about sports.
Yeah.
You know what? It's still becoming our business.
And always and forever, business is just picked up. Bulls in 5.
And y'all, with that being said, we out.
Bulls
We
in
out.
5.
Right. We out. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.